They right there.
I had to pick my jaw up off the floor. You know she got the stuff. You know she has the points. The game's all tied up. You know the train never arrived. Like the magazine in an archive. Big Cadillac rolling into town and heading from Glendale. Didn't have no horse in the game. Par for the course. Tapping rhythm from the source. You know she has a score. Stay the course. My jaw still hurts when it hit the floor. I had to pick my jaw off the floor. We saw her shimmering in the light. Touch her, boy, you'll get burned. I had to pick my jaw off the floor. You know she's got the stuff. You know she has the voice. The game's all tied up. You know the train never arrives. Like a magazine in the archive. Have a big Cadillac going to town. Heading in from Glendale. Didn't have no horse in the game. Par for the course, tapping rhythm from the soul. You know she has scored. Stay the course, man, my jaw still hurts. When it hit the floor, I had to pick my jaw up off the floor. We saw her shivering in the light. Man, touch her and you'll get burned. I had to pick my jaw up off the floor. You know she's got the stuff. You know she has the points. The game's all tied up. You know the train never arrived. Like magazine in an archive. Big Cadillac going into town. Heading from Glendale. Didn't have no horse in the game. Par for the course. Tapping rhythm from the source. You know she had a score. Stay the course, and my jaw still hurts when it hit the floor. I had to pick my jaw up off the floor. Saw her shivering in the light. Man, touch her and you'll get burned. I had to pick my jaw up off the floor. You know she's got the stuff. You know she has the points. Game's all tied up. You know the train never arrives. Like a magazine in an archive. Big Cadillac going into town. Heading in from Glendale. Didn't have no horses in the game. Par for the course, tapping rhythm from the source. You know she has scored. Stay the course, man, jaw still hurts. When it hit the floor, I had to pick my jaw off the floor. Saw shivering in the light. Touch her and you'll get burned. Had to pick my jaw up off the floor. I had to pick my jaw up off the floor. You know she's got the stuff. touch her and you'll get burned. That was Pick My Job Off the Floor. You know, a lot of times, some of these songs are literally born from some conversations that I have with friends here and there. I'll get inspired from something. I was having a conversation with Tommy, and he was telling me about something that was really yummy, and I said I had to pick my jaw off the floor because it was so yummy, you know? I don't know. I don't remember what it was. I think it was some kind of food, some candy or something. I don't remember exactly. You remember, Tommy?
You know what? Not offhand.
But it sounded yummy when you mentioned it. And I was like, yeah, gotta give me some of that. But also, you know, that song's for Steven.
What the hell did I do?
Wherever he may be leaking.
The other Steven.
Okay, thank God, because I'm not leaking.
Even with the pH.
I use duct tape before every stream, so I know I'm not leaking.
So yeah, that's that little blues ditty, and definitely basically tested out the pipes on that one for sure.
That was a very good song to do an ode to Steven's raisins. I appreciate it.
Well, you know, some women, man, you don't want to touch them because you get burned.
Yeah.
That sounds like a warning for syphilis. Or am I just missing something?
No, it's got to do with.
And we heard it on the grapevine.
It's got to do with. All right, obviously you've never been in a bar and seen a guy get smacked by a chick, and then a few minutes later get kissed by the same chick. Okay,
I have.
Oh.
Yeah, I have.
Awesome. It's an awesome thing to see. I've seen it twice. Second time the guy just got smacked though.
It's like watching a version of Dynasty, but it's now your local bar. It's like, you bitch.
Well, yeah, the bar that I was at is where bikers hung out at, and I was like kind of one of them without a bike. You know what I'm saying? And I had hair down to my ass and a beard about as big as about is now, maybe a little longer. And I used to hang out at the Silver Bullet bar. And a lot of bikers hung out there, and you know, glass bottles got broke over people's head every now and then, and it got off the hook, you know. But no, good club to hang out at.
But Bear, you had your bike outside.
No, I had my feet on my feet.
Oh, come on, man! You had the bike outside. You know, the one you do the tricks on. Every bear has one of those bikes. Yes.
No. Oh man. That's the circus, man. I ain't from the circus. I'm from a different kind of place.
Wait, are we all living in the circus right now?
We're in a clown world.
Oh yeah, we're in crazy clown world. I'm sure we'll spin that song a little later. Up now is the other new song. This song is based off of a dream that I had, and the dream coincided with Jerry Garcia passing away the same day. And I woke up to my then fiance bawling her eyes out because she told me the radio just said Jerry passed away. And that was 8 a.m. On a Saturday morning, I believe. And
not Jerry Garcia.
Here we go.
All right.
On the lazy rock and roll day through the universe, the truck jackknife. The story man was materialized. He said, come on, man. Don't sweat the gear. Get on the bus, no words are right. Lips moving silently. He gave the gift of the first song. We were dreaming in the dreamland. Time slowed down. No words arrived. Lips moving silently. Floating through the universe, dreaming the cosmos on a lazy rock and roll day. In this this dreamland, traveling in the blue light, makes me emotional. As many beings I met in this life, he sticks out the most. We stopped at the golden doors. He stepped off, he said goodbye, and overhead waving. On a lazy rock and roll day through the universe, the jackknife. The story must materialize. He said, come on, man. Don't sweat the gear, get on the bus. No words alright. Lips moving silently. He gave the gift. He gave the gift of the bird song. We were dreaming in dreamland. Time slowed down, the words died. Lips moving silently, floating through the universe. Dreaming the cosmos on a lazy rock and roll day. In this dreamland, traveling in the blue light makes me emotional. As many beings I've met in my life, each sticks out the most. We stopped at the golden doors. He stepped off, he said goodbye. Hand over head waving. He said goodbye. On a lazy rock and roll day through the universe, the truck jackknife, the story man must materialize. He said, come on, man. Don't sweat the gear, get on the bus. No words arise, lips moving silently. He gave the bird song. We were dreaming in the land, time slowed down. No words arise, lips moving silently. Floating through the universe, dreaming the cosmos on a rock and roll day. In this dreamland, traveling in the blue light makes me emotional. As many beings I've met in my life, he sticks out the most. Yeah. Yeah, I was having a conversation via direct message with an old friend of mine, my friend Steve from back home.
Mm-hmm.
And we had a friend, Rob Payne. And we were also talking about when Jerry passed because they weren't really that far apart. It was 30 years ago Rob Payne passed away, and it was like a few years after that Jerry Garcia had passed away. And we would go because we went to the adult high school. Some of us had dropped out of regular high school, and we were going to the adult high school. Okay. And so lunchtime we would always hang out and do what dudes that age would do, party or whatever. And so we went and had coffee and did that, and it was every day. We did this for a couple of years like this. Me, my friend John, Steve, a lot of us. There's like a friend of ours that was from Germany that was there. His name was Jody, I think. Wow, it's been a while since I thought of him. And it was like this void in our lives that got taken out of our lives, And he was an exceptional human being, and it's a good friend. So he kind of influenced the song a little bit That song was called "Journey to the Golden Door,"
Nice.
and that song is basically based off of a dream that I had, and because basically when I woke up, I knew Jerry was gone because he said goodbye to me in dream, and I come from a family of dreamers and stuff like that, and a couple of things happened. My mom had a couple of different dreams, and they came true and all that, and so I don't ever question stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like my mom knew I was going to get in 1995. My mom knew I was going to get pulled over. She told me about it. She had a dream about it. Sure enough, I did. I only had an expired learner's permit at that time. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you were telling me about that.
Yeah. And well, I got to talking with silly me gets out of the car, and then the silly cop puts me in cuffs and put me in the back of the car. So I'm sitting here. I'm talking with the police, and he's obviously Irish, and I got this red ass beard and red ass brass colored hair, long hair, and so he had like a Sturgis button that was connected somewhere, and I seen it. I'm like, hey, did you go to the Black Hills? He's like, yeah, it was Sturgis. I was like, so was I. I was there for the end of season in October. We caught the last 5 days of the season in the Black Hills in 95. And so we were talking about our trip and our journey and all that. And it's like I wasn't in cuffs. He wasn't a cop. We were like a couple guys at the bar having a conversation about their journey. And so he goes, I tell you what. I'm going to give you a ticket for an expired license. It's $66 fine. Go get your permit reinstated. Get your license. It's one of the two. Get your license. Come back. Pay the ticket. It'll be $66 after that. And he goes, you got a buddy that can drive for you? I just came from a friend's house. And so my friend saved my ass. My friend Mickey went to middle school and high school with him. And yeah, he saved my ass. Because otherwise, I'd have spent the night in Lake Station jail till morning. Then I would have had to pay bail and get the ticket.
Yeah.
So ended up being a pretty lucky day.
Damn, very lucky.
You know what, Bear? Just remember this. If at any point, you decide you want to meet up with me, just make sure it's anywhere near my birthday. Not 2 weeks before, not 2 weeks after.
Yeah.
Something bad always happens to somebody around my birthday, whether it's me or somebody else. This year it happened to be the wife.
Wait.
She fractured the bone on her thumb in her hand.
Damn.
Oh, wow.
Can I send my ex to you on your birthday? Just.
Oh God! How much do you want of her left to come back?
None of it. That's why she's an ex. That's the whole point.
The guinea pigs will have their way with her.
Let me put it this way. You guys heard of Vancouver, Canada, right?
Oh yeah.
No.
All right. Well, Vancouver.
It's north of me.
Vancouver is known for like meth heads, like and heroin addicts, right? My ex moved there, and they all went sober and left there.
Wow.
And that's how bad it is with her. Yeah.
Wow.
I can say that because it's still funny.
Wow. Yeah. If I wanted to drive up north and take the ferry, I could go to BC.
Oh, but I'm not in BC. You'll just be stuck with that nut job.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, there's like some things you can do over there that you couldn't used to be able to do over here in Washington State, and they had a pretty good tourism thing going on with that. And once they got rid of certain regulations, and that kind of slowed down a little bit because the state legalized stuff.
You know what? If I was ever
British
to
Columbia, that
entertain
was considered a nice place to go by a lot of people.
It was.
I knew that would go up there.
Vancouver is still a nice place to go as long as you don't go to the downtown areas, because I've heard stories like in the mornings when people go for like their breakfast before work. You'd be lining there, you see a whole bunch of suits, and then you see that one guy rubbing his gums. And when it's his turn in line, he'd be walking up, slapping his arm, going, "I'm ready for breakfast. Let's give him my breakfast." And they're like, "Sir, this is the wrong line in the wrong place for that right now."
Well, you know what? If I ever
Wow.
entertain the idea of going up to Canada, the only thing I would need to know is where are the local Toys R Us's that are still up there?
Actually, there's one near me, so I'm not. Yeah,
Really?
Really?
Nice.
Canada's literally the only place that has Toys R Us left, right?
I know. Yeah, it's a damn
need you
shame.
to go
I mean, I
and
heard
get
originally
legacy
they
stuff for me.
were. Yeah, I heard they were originally going to like reopen a few in the States, but they were going to be like smaller stores, mostly just for shipping shit out. But they were going to have
Yeah,
like
isn't there
a
one
few
in
smaller
Jersey?
stores. But
Yeah. Pretty much the Pink
far as I
Elephant
know,
pretty much stepped all over that.
yeah, I don't think they've reopened any yet. I mean, they were talking about it, but I don't think they've reopened any yet. Not that I'm aware of, at least.
I thought I heard it might have been what they were planning on before everything happened, but I thought there was one in Jersey of one of the new, I guess, the pop-up things that they were doing.
Yeah.
But those songs were good, but honestly, the second one was my favorite.
Yeah, I like the second one too.
Journey to the Golden Door.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the other one, man, that's a rock and rolly kind of blues song. Yeah. Kind of song you'd probably hear in a blues bar or something.
Oh, no, it says there is one, Angelus. There's one in Galleria in Houston in Texas. Then Westfield Garden State Plaza, Paramus, New Jersey.
Okay.
I didn't even hear about that. How about that?
Yeah, but they're like limited, which sucks.
Yeah, that's why I'd rather, if I was going to try to go to see one again and bask in the glory that is that store, I'd have to definitely go to Canada. I want the full experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Journey to the Golden Door, it's got multiple vocal tracks. I discovered a little harmonizing thing that I like. And worked out pretty good because basically I remember this from taking music class in middle school. And I don't remember the terminology for everything that's musically what it's called. But I will basically change the octave of my voice a little higher or a little lower. And it actually it's taken a little bit of practice to get back into it. But I really like how it turns out and how it sounds. When it clicks, man, it's just like snap together,
Yeah.
Tommy was there when one song just came out of the being, out of the nether, literally.
No, I was there for a couple of them, actually.
Yeah. Wes was there for one. Yeah. Shellback was there for one of them.
Nice.
Yeah, it's cool to watch your process.
Yeah, and I said on Nina's live stream earlier, if it wasn't for the fact, I think it was in the green room. If it wasn't for the fact for having the instrumentals available through the free YouTube music during this Pink Elephant time, I never would have been able to do this. It would have been difficult because I would have had to have basically track down musicians and all that in my area and stuff, and work that out. And eventually, I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind about 20,000 people following a rock and roll band. I seem to recall another band that did that once, and kind of still
I'll
doing
tell
it.
you what, all that talk of music makes me miss playing my damn bass guitar. That's one of the things that actually, you know, I can eat up a lot of time. And, you know, if I got something that I'm thinking on and I don't want to think on it, I just pick up the bass guitar and I just forget everything.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, you know, I'm going to want Tommy as the bass player, you know. Duh. Right?
Yeah.
Hell, Jess.
Hail. Let's see here. What we got going on.
What's going on out in there in chat land?
Yeah, I'm taking a look here.
We got the usual suspects.
We got, hey, Apollo, snuck in there. Rip the shrimp, eh?
R.I.P. the shrimp.
Rip the shrimp. Let's see here. Parrot Head, RR. RR, you're always there, man. I appreciate you so much, man. I appreciate all of you.
Mm-hmm.
The choo-choo
Go ahead,
train.
Wes. Wes got to say it. Wes got to say it. What are they, Wes? What kind of chat are they?
The best chat on YouTube.
Just another red shirt. Hail. Oh, thanks for coming out, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, you know what, RR, Toys R Us was badly managed to a degree, but they were so worried about trying to catch up with other stores that were just getting humongous breaks, especially Walmart. Walmart is really the store that destroyed Toys R Us.
Well, it did that with a lot of different types of industry that were mom and pop stores. You know, big mega store comes and they're selling a product for, anywhere from $5.99 to $7.99 or $10, and mom and pop store is probably selling a $5 item and a $6 item, and they might have an item that's $20 and it's American made and better, but someone will go buy the $10 item.
Well, what really killed Toys R Us in the end, though, Bear, is because one of the things that kept Toys R Us afloat for so damn long is that they had all these damn exclusives, because they had these deals with all these different companies to have exclusives for their store. And then Walmart came in and they just dropped a big wad of freaking money on the table and bought up all the rights to get those exclusives. So now everybody's got to go to Walmart to get this shit. I mean, look, they're doing that shit right now with the Transformers. They're all exclusives to freaking Walmart.
But it's not just that, Tommy. I don't know if you guys mentioned this. I just got back, but the SCA exclusives made it cool. Was also a part, but they also didn't adapt to the way technology, online shopping, and all that stuff was coming into fast pace. They never adjusted their prices to try to compare with the market, especially the ones I went to. Everything always seemed to have to be at the top tier price, even though it was just because it was in a Toys R Us and nothing else. And it started diminishing the actual fun of going to a store that was mainly for toys.
Well, you know what? I think part of that was that Toys R Us didn't want to lose sight of the original vision, and they wanted to make it a toy store that was fun not only for the kids to go to, but the parents as well. And I think that they were afraid. I think they were afraid of what that online presence does. It kind of takes away that familiarity with it. It takes away that warm feeling of what the store should have been. I mean, eventually they wound up going in that direction anyway, but still.
It was too late at that point. But the thing is, like, Toys R Us is great to go, and I know they want to maintain that experience. But for the people who can't get out or doesn't have one nearby, you're pretty much denying that whole service of market to those people. And the word of mouth does get passed when I'm like, why don't you have an online service? Why aren't you pandering to both in-store and online store at the same time?
Yeah,
I knew they were really. The one by me was really bad at getting stuff in. Like it would be on the West Coast like months before we'd get it over here on the East Coast. It's like how are they getting stuff? And then by the time we'd get it, we'd have like barely any of it, and it would go out limited quantities. Yeah, and then you couldn't find any of it, and a lot of it was the exclusive stuff. It's like you get all these scalpers that come in and just buy all the stuff in the area and then screw everybody else over.
Well, believe it or not, Grateful Dead had that problem with ticket sales as well.
It happened in Hot Topic too, Angelus. Like, especially when it came to like Funko, when Hot Topic acquired the Funko prop and started selling a lot more pops, Hot Topic became less about their whole goth and emo clothes and all that crap, and became more focused on their pops. To the point that they had to change the whole structure of their rule system, the sales system. we couldn't have people call in because if they called in and we gave them any answers that might be detrimental to any type of information, you'd either get a write up or get fired. And when
I just stopped on one of them recently, Stephen. I took my daughter there because she decided she just wanted to look to see what they had, and oh my god, man, they had like damn near nothing. Like it didn't even look like the store from like the early 2000s. I don't know what that thing was, but it didn't look like a Hot Topic at all.
They focus.
You know what it reminded me of? Do you remember that? Do you remember that store called like Deb?
Oh, Deb.
They used to be in a Deb. It was just called Deb. They used to sell like skater type stuff and everything like that. No, it kind of reminded me of that a little bit, but yeah.
We had something like that up here, but it was called Hogtown.
Hey, Matt Mardigan, how you doing, man? Hey, Rowan, how you doing?
We had
Rowan Ginger, Mad Mardigan, Curtis.
Do you guys remember Randy River?
Randy River, no.
Oh, Randy River is good. So I'm sad Toys R Us left because I loved just spending hours going through the shelves trying to find something. Man. It's just not the same anymore.
I worked a reconstruction project at Toys R Us. That was freaking fun.
Are you the one who buried the giraffe under the wall?
No, it was out here in Olympia.
So is Jeffrey still alive or is he still in the wall? Jeffrey was their mascot. You don't remember Jeffrey the giraffe?
Oh, yeah.
You know, yeah, I found
there being no Jeffrey there. They were painted on the wall.
I found a Jeffrey in the house. That one of the old stuffed animal ones that actually had the button you'd press on him. He said, "Oh, I'm Jeffrey the giraffe." You know, I've actually found one of them in the damn house too.
How did it go? Mommy, wow, I'm big. Wait, no, what was that one? I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid. I had a chainsaw, and look what I did. No arms, no legs, no video games.
If you could have the Hot Topic from the late 80s into the 1990s, you'd love it. The Hot Topic is nothing like what it was.
I thought Hot Topic didn't show up until like late 90s.
I remember the 90s that Kinko's,
the trip pants and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yep.
We had a Hot Topic there. Plus, we had another place that we went to too that was really popular. They had all kinds of weird.
They've been around, I think, for 25 years.
Wow. 95. Hold on, my boys are asking business.
Yeah, didn't Gap buy them out? And that's why they changed. I thought Gap bought Hot Topic, and that's why they like brightened all their stores and made them less dark and got and all that stuff.
You had Mad Mardigan
owned by Sycamore Partners.
Yeah, I remember that Mad Mardigan. I remember that where they had the little game show thing that you can go in there in 15 minutes and grab as much stuff as you can and fill the cart up.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
that was called Supermarket Sweep.
No, Toxic Man Flu. There's another place. Spencer's. Oh, God, man. That was another place that we stopped in with my daughter, and it barely resembles what the store used to look like. I mean, 90% of the back end of the store is all sex toys now.
Yeah, and Spencer's used to not have that usually at all, and it was just you would walk in, and the black lights would be on, everything would be glowing in other colors,
black light
and you just walk around looking at little trinkets. Yeah, I remember Spencer's pretty well. But Hot Topic now is pretty much a Funko store that people come to look at T-shirts. It's messed up. I liked it for the stuff that they did have, like the Deadpool and the new Marvel shirts, the vintage stuff, the statues especially. But then it just went. Hot Topic, I think, is one of the reasons why I stopped collecting Funko as much as when I used to love it, because the amount of entitled collectors that came in trying to buy everything or flip it just ruined it.
Well, you know what, and the fact that how much that they charge. I mean, they were always a little bit more expensive than everywhere else. But I mean, if you look at some of the prices they're selling those shirts for now, it is like ridiculous.
Actually, you can get 3 shirts for like $45 or something up here. Yeah, those don't change.
Hey, man, Mardigan, I think everybody wanted to be on that game show. Yeah.
Do you remember the other one? Do you remember the other game show that was kind of like that, but it was more based for kids and teens, and they had to go through a huge obstacle course and grab tokens through a bunch of different games, and if they won, they would get their choice of a video game system, the video games they wanted, and then they'd leave. and they did
God,
some
that sounds
crazy crap.
That sounds oddly familiar.
One of the activities
Nick Arcade, was it?
No, I don't know which one it was, but it was one of the activities was you had teams, right? And you had your partner push the other guy in the shopping cart, and you had to do these weird tasks around a little racetrack. And what was it called? It was like early 90s, mid 90s. I can't remember the name of it.
You'll remember it tomorrow.
I know.
Hey, Rowan, do you remember South Lake Mall in the Midwest? In Maribel? It was the biggest mall for the longest time. Yeah, it's called something else now. They changed the name. But yeah, it was a huge mall, man. Yeah, they had a Hot Topic there.
Yeah, when I took my daughter in that mall the other day, man, it was like a ghost town in there.
Yeah, a lot of malls are just dying.
That's right.
You know what? Here's another thing. Here's another thing I noticed up by all those malls. At least the one over here in Langhorne that I take my daughter to. They have a Chick-fil-A over there, and oh my God, the freaking lines in that place were like wrapped around the building, down the road, like it's crazy. Since when did Chick-fil-A become so popular that they have lines of people like waiting hours to get in? The drive-through, just a drive-through. Like, that's insane. Their food isn't that good.
If you guys ever do decide to come back up to Canada, try to find a place that's called Mary Brown's Chicken. And it's one of those small, like, privately owned franchises. Like, they're so good. Their gravy beats KFC. It's that good.
There's a place down in like Georgia. It's called Bojangles. And they have some amazing chicken.
You know what I miss since we always talk about food, fast food? I don't even give a damn about fast food. You know what I want to do? I want to sit down with my dad or family or friends at like just for sushi and have a night out at a restaurant. Have a beer. We all want that. Chill. I want that. I am like, it's like, hey, I can get a drink in my room and tell everyone how drunk I am online, but it's not the same experience because you're not sharing the social interaction.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm looking every time I talk on this mic, it feels like, hey, I'm about to start a Pornhub opening because I'm looking at this big black dick in front of my face with a filter. Sorry, that was the best joke. Yeah, I love it. Yeah. My name is my name is the asthma, and I need the deep.
Well, start breathing on your mic.
Luke, pass me the inhaler.
I need to get me a bandana that has printed on it, "Get Bent."
Wouldn't it get folded?
Kick bricks.
Bart Simpson, "Get Bent."
I want, or eat my shorts, or what was the other one? I love lamp. That's brick.
Log.
I have a question though. Hey, Bear, did you ever watch Captain Power?
I don't think so.
Captain Power is the one where the toys actually would react with the intro and during the show. And if you had it was like the Nintendo gun, right? But it was toys. So at the end credits, you would be doing the space chase fight, right? And your ship would react to the ship's weird light on the actual closing credits.
Captain.
Oh, weird.
I remember Captain Planet.
No, the Captain Power. If you actually look it up, it was a real life kid show. It's like really well done.
Hey, Toxic Man Flu. I remember Church's Chicken.
Churches is still alive.
Yeah. Church's Chicken. You usually find them in the inner cities, though.
No, Church's is up here in Canada on Uber Eats.
There's one in Gary.
There's actually one downtown Trenton.
Yeah.
Who's planning on going out and trying to check out their capital tomorrow?
Oh, come on, Wes. Everyone needs a little social interactions, even if it's just for like an hour a night. I just want to get out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
I don't know. I guess
you know what a friend of mine has been doing? They're Jeep enthusiasts, and they've been going out in the middle of nowhere, mud, and getting together.
Awesome.
Yeah. It's like, man, that's awesome. I like that.
I'm trying to get as many cardboard cutouts as I can, or thrown out wax museum pieces, and just put them everywhere.
The In-N-Out burger. The In-N-Out burger around me always has a really long line in the drive-through.
Damn.
I think we got one of those around here.
That's only out west, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we have one in Olympia now.
How good is In-N-Out?
The patties are really good. They use locally sourced beef, and it's really good beef patties. The buns aren't the greatest, the fries aren't the greatest, but it's a good burger. I like it.
Makes sense. Five Guys.
It's
man.
cheap too.
Five Guys is my treat burger. If I want to spend like $12 for a burger and some fries, that's where I'll go. Because Five Guys, oh my god! Like when you watch really right there in front of you, it's just like
Five Guys is really good. Then there's another store down south that's pretty comparable. It's called Steak and Shake. They make a really good burger, but actually the best burger I ever had was this one franchise called Wayback Burgers.
I remember.
Holy shit, man!
I haven't seen one of those in years.
Yeah, we still have them down in Florida, but there was this place called Wayback. It blew it out of the water.
There's a Shakey's north of me.
Oh, we had this one place, and this is when I used to live in like the downtown Toronto area, and it was right at the corner of Queen and Broadview. And the way they had it set up is they had booths that felt like a 50s diner, but all the seats for the booths would be out of older minivans.
Oh.
So they'd still have the seat belts in the actual seats and everything. They'd have the table with the huge ass grill. They would make the milkshake. They would make but they would make the milkshakes from scratch with real ice cream and real mix right in front of you. They would shake it up and pour it out in your glass. If they brought your meal over, the burgers were so big. It was like you guys ever seen the Burger King, like the big XL?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Picture that, but the burgers themselves are made by hand right in front of you, that big, fried up.
You guys remember Shakey's Pizza?
No.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
I think we still have one down here.
There was
somewhere.
one in Portage, Indiana for the longest time. It's not there no more. And a lot of them had disappeared, but there's one like about an hour north of me. An hour north, a little bit northeast. And I'm going to go there, but guess what? Can't now. I'm so pissed.
Hey, well, you guys been out to the store. You ever notice the one root beer? It's Stewart's root beer that they usually sell in the grocery stores. I was actually surprised that there's a Stewart's root beer with the original, like they walk out and they put the tray thing on your window and everything. There's still one of them in Jersey, and I was surprised, man. Their food was just as good as it was when I was a kid. Like the hops still come out to the damn cars and everything. Really
Sonic
cool.
does that.
Hey man, the Shakey's near where we went in Portage, that place, man, it was some of the best pizza you could get, man. That back then, it was done right. And they didn't put that stuff, that stuff they put in it that always makes you hungry, makes you crave. They don't put that stuff in it. Then they
MSG.
I don't know if it's MSG or something similar to that. But I react badly to MSG.
The only thing that drives me crazy with a lot of those fast food places when they load the shit down with salt, so they make you so damn thirsty, you got to sit there and buy multiple drinks.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of burger. Three stores back home.
The Wendy's by me is not bad.
Never heard of a lot of burger.
Me neither. Where's that at?
Yeah, St. Louis, he says.
Oh.
No, at Lewis and Lunch. You saying St. Louis or is that Lewis Lunch? Burgers, how they should be. Oh, you probably heard of Shoop's Toxic Man Flu. Shoop's Burgers. Man, my boys are off the freaking hook. Hold on, I'll be right back.
Yeah, all right.
Go get a bear. Oh man, there's another place that it only popped up maybe like 4 or 5 years ago. I think it was Culver's. They make some decent burgers too. I just started seeing them down in Florida maybe about 3 years ago or so. But apparently they were around for a little while. But they started popping up. They make a butter burger that's like it's phenomenal. It actually tastes really good.
Oh, I want to ask you guys. I don't know, but there's a guy at my work, and he asked us about burgers and sauce, or burger and sauce. I've never heard of a burger and sauce. I don't know if you guys have or not.
Is that the name of a place?
Dangerous.
No, it's like an actual burger, and it's like with like apparently you like make a sauce for it, and you like grill the burger, and then you put the burger in the sauce, and it's just coated in sauce. Like it's really weird. I had never heard of something like that before in my life.
Well, some
like a
people
sloppy
actually
Joe.
cook. Yes, I was going to say
but
something
it's
like
a
that.
burger
Or, some
patty,
people,
not grounded up burger.
Yeah. Some people cook the burgers in like maybe barbecue sauce or something like that, so it gets all inside the meat when it's cooked.
Mm-hmm.
Some people do that because it actually gives it a different flavor than saying just throw the barbecue sauce on top of it or whatever your preferred sauce is. If you actually cook it in it, it seeps into all the meat, so it gives it a unique flavor. It's the same way when you go to some of those places and you get a burger where the cheese is actually inside the burger before they cook it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a completely different taste. I mean, you wouldn't think that it would be, but it is because of the way it cooks inside of it. So that's probably what it is. It's probably like some kind of special whatever mixture that they have, and they what's the word I'm looking for? It's the same thing you do with chicken. You marinate it.
Yeah. Well, like he talked, you like grill it, you do your sauce, and then you put it in like a slow cooker after that. All of it together. But it's not ground up, it's the patties, and then you can put the patty on like a bun. And then it's got the sauce all over it, so you don't really need condiments.
You guys ever done a meatloaf burger?
Mm-mm.
It's pretty much you make the meatloaf and then you just put it on the buns with pickles and everything. It's so good.
Have you ever seen one of those places that serve the hamburgers where it's got a glazed donut as the bun?
Yeah, I've heard of that shit. We're up here in Canada. We got the KFC that did the 2 chicken breasts with the stuff in the middle of the burger. Remember that?
Oh yeah, the what do they call that? The
artery clogged.
No, it was called something like that. Yeah, the
I remember they had the one that did the double down. Because it just had like a little bit of sauce in the middle of it, but it was 2 patties just together.
Oh wait,
2 chicken patties.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I actually got my wife to go up and order it for me one time, and I always screwed around with her, and I would say, "Look, I need you to go up there, and I need you to double my order. So I want you to double me down my double down."
Here,
just
look at this.
She actually went up to the lady and ordered it that way, and the lady looked at her like she was just full on freaking stupid. It was great.
Yeah, I shared a picture quickly. This is literally what it's called Danger Stands. That was the place I was talking about with the car chairs for seats. But this is one of their homemade triple stack burgers. If Bear comes back,
I'm starting to get hungry again. Damn it!
I'm sorry, guys.
Mikhail Wolf.
Like now I'm thinking about.
Merck.
Hail Mando Merck. Hail Mikhail Wolf. Welcome, my friends.
Hello,
yeah, I see. Now I'm thinking about Five Guys and how I like my Five Guys burgers and fries. Damn it! And I usually get like the raw jalapenos, and I'll get pickles. And
I'm not a huge pickle fan. I never was. But
oh God, do your Five Guys, when they load you up with fries? I mean, do they put so many damn fries in it? It's like they're giving you a double order.
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah! It's overflowing.
It depends if you know though, because up here you have to make sure they're in a good mood. Otherwise, they don't. Every store is different, but they can make a goddamn burger. Oh my God.
Yeah, damn it.
Yeah, I seen like during this here nutty ass virus crap that when you used to go in there and you'd be waiting for your burger, you'd get some of the peanuts and everything and sit down and have some peanuts while you're waiting. They're actually doing it now where they actually have the peanuts already in a bag for you to take for takeout. I didn't even notice it at first, but I seen one guy, he grabbed like a prepackaged bag of peanuts to take with him. Like I was like, wow, that's actually pretty cool that they're still doing that. I mean, they can't do it the way they normally would, but they found a way around it.
If you ever have a chance to make burgers at home, one of my favorite ones to do is you take a shot glass or whatever, right, and use it to hollow out the middle, so you have it so it looks like a donut kind of the way. And as you're cooking it, you brown it up first, and then you crack an egg in the middle. Wait till it's cooked up on one side, flip it over, make sure the eggs cooked, burger's done, and then you put it on a bun. So you have like the big burger you're eating. As soon as you hit the middle, right, the yolk just starts coming out. It mixes with the ketchup and the onion.
Steven, they have something similar to that at Denny's, and
Really?
I forget exactly what the name of it is. Because they make a breakfast sandwich, and it's called the Grand Slamwich. And they actually have a burger that's very similar to that, where they put eggs and they put hash browns on it and cheese and a whole bunch of shit. I think it's really big. It almost looks like a Dagwood or something.
And Parrot, to answer your question, honestly, a thick slice of Havarti cheese is probably my favorite cheese on a burger. I love Havarti.
You know it's a really good cheese if you can get like some of those Irish
Walton's
Dublin
cheese?
cheeses. No, nobody wants to mess with that. If you get some of that Dublin,
what's going on
the
here?
the Dublin Irish cheese, but it's usually kind of expensive, obviously because it's imported. But that is a really good cheese. It's just got enough bitter to it that it's not too bitter, but you know what I mean. It's not too sharp like some of the sharp cheddars.
Complements the beef perfectly. What you're saying,
Yes.
it's able to pull the actual flavors from the burger while add the cheese at the same time without ruining either or and making it like a slop. I agree. Havarti is the same way because it won't ever melt fully, so it always has that pizza kind of stretchiness to it, and it's just. Man, I want to eat too. Go buy me a burger too. You email me a picture of it with the fries, and I will thank you forever.
I tell you what, one of the cool things I remember seeing for a long time, and a lot of these restaurants started doing that, they were partnering up with other restaurants. Like there was a Long John Silver's and an A&W and the Taco Bell and Long John Silver's. Like I really liked when those restaurants were partnering up, so you could sit there and get like the best of both of them if you wanted to when you went there. It's just a shame that they stopped doing it.
Yeah, honestly, what I really missed was when I was still back doing the courier work before the accident. I used to do it every payday or every other day. It's not a burger, but it was called Burrito Boys, and it was this little place across from the nightclub I also worked on weekends, right? So you go down to this really cramped basement and you get this burrito that was literally like the size of a size 12 shoe and as thick as a baseball, and it cost you like $8, and it oh bro, like you want what Taco Bell wish it could be. That is it. And they would have 3 flavors: chicken, steak, or halibut. And no matter how you got it, it was always good.
What up, Runner?
Isn't it past his bedtime?
I know, right?
Runner, I hope you at least made your bed before you came on this stream. We don't want to get you in trouble.
I did your homework.
And pulled up your pull-ups.
Then pull up your goddamn pants.
Yeah. You goddamn whippersnappers, you.
Get off my lawn.
Get the fuck off my lawn. You like burritos, Rowan? I'm not going any more into that story. I'm going to leave it right there. Do you like them grande? That is the main question.
I'll tell you, it's really good is when you get out to some of these places and they got like
my goodness.
It's almost like little food trucks and they have like the empanadas.
All right, which screen am I adding first?
You see the burger right there? That's from the place I was telling you about. There was like a 50s diner. Now, this is their homemade burger.
Oh, crap.
Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. When you come in to get a burger, this is their triple stack. Now, do you understand when I say homemade freaking burger?
Wow.
Look at
that. That's good.
And then you get you would get a homemade shake, right? And it would just there's one like they nailed it. And they closed in 2017, I believe. They've been open for 8 years. This was the place you go to cure your hangover. And your veganism. They even had a bigger one. They had a bigger one too that had 4 of those patties.
Oh man!
Wow.
Definitely think that would cure veganism for sure.
And look at it. What's up, man?
You just want to make love with your tongue, like just eat it, enjoy it, and then sit back and go, "I want another."
Yeah. Sometimes those food trucks, some of the deep fried stuff, if they put that preservative in it, that shit makes my nose.
Excuse me.
Anything deep fried on one of those lunch trucks, Yeah. They tend to use. Wait, where'd that go? I was gonna just pop that up.
Oh no, hold on. I'm actually grabbing.
No, Wes had something up there.
Oh,
I shared
anything
a
up there
or whatever that I was talking about earlier.
Oh, there we go.
This is the burger and sauce. So that's what the patty looks like, but it's like coated in whatever sauce somebody does. And I had never heard of something like that.
See, that doesn't look very appetizing to me.
Ew, that looks like McDonald's regurgitated vomit.
Well, this is just an example. This is one.
That's
like
horrible.
This is just an example. But yeah. And the guy was telling, he's like, "Oh, I make this great burger and sauce," and I'm like, "What the frick is a burger and sauce?"
That looks like school. That looks like school food that they're trying to hide the green meat.
It looks like that, or it looks like someone blended a can of Chef Boyardee ravioli and hit it on a bun.
Yeah. From what he says, he like grills the burger and then he does this like mixture of like barbecue sauce, and then he like puts like Coca-Cola in it and some other shit and makes his own like thing. And he says it's really good. So,
God damn.
Hey Bear.
Yeah.
Hey Bear. Here's the one that way back had. It was actually part of a challenge. It's called the triple.
My God, I can't open my mouth that wide.
You don't have to. You just have to eat it within a certain time limit. I could do it.
Yeah, they actually had a time limit on there where if you eat it in a certain amount of time, it was free. And then you, if you beat like everybody else's, you would get like some kind of like gift card or something like that to come back and get free food.
I think it was they would pay half of your insurance after the heart attack. Because like I'm looking at 4 of those burgers going, yeah, that's good. Then I see the 6, 7, 8, and I'm like, I'm gonna need to bring a bigger belt. And then by the time you hit the bun and the 10th burger, you're like, I hope someone can carry me home.
Yeah, I think I was looking at the stats on there. I think somebody completed that burger in something like 27 seconds.
Jesus.
Oh
Wow.
Was it Sally Struthers?
Crap. Yeah, I think Sally Struthers would be a good candidate for that.
It would. That explains how she got on that South Park episode, like Jabba the Hutt. And there's the rookie critic. But
yeah, what up?
If you watched it, if you ever ordered McDonald's lately, like their buns seem to be getting bigger and the patties seem to be getting smaller.
Yeah, of course. No, the bread is cheaper.
You know on a dinner plate how it's got that inner saucer on a dinner plate. Yeah. That's how big a Whopper was at one point.
Ooh. Yeah.
That's
how big the Big XL is right now, bro.
And that's how big the Whaler was too. Because they had a Whaler when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Oh God, you remember at one point, like all the burgers in those places were going. What's up, Bodega? But all the burgers were going big. Like Burger King introduced the triple, and then they had the quad burger, and then everybody started complaining about people were getting too fat in America because of the servings, and then all of a sudden the triple and the quadruple disappeared off the menu.
I don't think it was the servings. I think the fact that there was more fast food places on the corner of every street, like a Starbucks, so you can just pick what you wanted to kill yourself.
You know what? It's like an inner city with all the liquor stores on every corner.
Yeah. It's like where you get out in the morning, you're like, why is there a sea of OE in front of me? What's going on?
Jack in the Box has some good stuff going. The sourdough Jack.
Oh, is that sourdough bread and burger?
Yeah. Buttery goodness.
We got Jack in the Box.
Have you ever had like a homemade burger on an Asiago bun? You know, the one, or a pretzel bun, and you do it with Monterey Jack, green peppers, and honey mustard, and it's so good.
As long as the pretzel bun is a good one. I mean, some of these ones are just horrible.
You got to find the ones that are soft and just perfect. Asiago buns are my favorite, though. They pretty much work with everything.
It sounds too close to something that Walton might like.
I said Asiago, not Os in the Ago.
Goddamn.
Asiago?
Yeah. Actually, McDonald's already has a bun burger toxic, man. They literally charge you for like Big Mac, but it's like $2 cheaper, but has no meat in them. So you're pretty much paying per bread.
Wow.
So you want to buy a Big Mac with no meat, but everything else, and you get your soda and fries, you're pretty much ripping yourself off.
You know what I've always been waiting for? I've always been waiting for somebody to open up a restaurant and serve the Eddie Murphy burger. That's what I've been waiting for.
I would call it the Pluto Nash, and who wouldn't be as disappointing?
Yeah, I got a Mama Welfare burger.
That was a pretty funny routine, actually.
Which one?
I think back on it. The one where he's talking about how he wanted to go to McDonald's, and his mom made him one with bell peppers and onions.
Yeah.
I got.
Do you remember when McDonald's?
I got McDonald's.
Do you remember McDonald's pizza?
I remember hearing about it.
It was really good.
It was really good, but every time you keep asking, please, no onions, for God's sakes, no goddamn it, they kept putting onions on, and they would put more onions on just to spite you. You're like, what is wrong with these people? Do they really hate their life that much? Someone asks nicely, don't put onions on.
God, do you remember a time when they wouldn't even take that stuff off, where it was like, this is the way their burgers came, and that was it. If you didn't like it, you had to scrape the onions off. Yep. And it was actually Burger King that started that. Hey, have it your way.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, everybody else adopted that formula because it works so damn well. I mean,
we have a place up here. I don't know if you have it, but it was called Harvey's, right? And they did it the same way. It was all Canadian bread.
Hardee's.
Harvey's.
Harvey's. Oh, okay.
Yes. They did they cut fries. They grilled the burgers right in front of you. They had the big slices of pickles, lettuce. You choose your toppings. They give you a burger. You sit down and just try not to fart with other people around.
Let me make sure I heard you correctly. Harvey's or Hardee's?
Harvey's.
Harvey's. I've heard of Harvey's actually.
Yeah,
I haven't heard of Harvey's. I have heard of Hardee's though, but they call Hardee's Carl's Jr. here west of the Rockies.
Yeah, well,
yeah.
Hardee's out the same thing.
Hardee's out east is the same thing as Carl Jr.'s over here, and I got one just right up the road here.
Yeah, because Carl's Jr.'s and Hardee's was actually the result of when that company actually bought out Roy Rogers. Yeah, that's why it's so similar to what Roy Rogers was.
Why does it feel like we're all in it, like an obese recovery therapy group right now, talking about the best reviews to have? Oh, you remember that time I ate that burger, but now I can't do it. All I can do is smell the window outside the restaurant. I can't let me in there no more.
Did you see my picture here? Did you see my chubby cheeks? I mean, look what's going on here, buddy.
Oh no, I thought that was going to be the Cryborg bit audio again.
No, it's just another way of playing a song from your computer. Yeah. Play it through a browser.
Yeah. I just put everything on a playlist on YouTube and just have it in the background.
Well, it's not uploaded yet.
Oh.
Yeah, those two new songs. I still need to make the slideshows for both of them.
Awesome.
Yeah.
You know what? Those onions on McDonald's burgers are gross, man.
I don't have any
onions to begin with.
I take them all off. Like I don't take their ketchup. I don't take their mustard because they splat it on with hate. It's bad. It's like I ordered a burger, not condiments with some meat.
Mm-hmm.
It's bad, man. And then I'll get home and I'll put my own condiments on because I would like to have my burger not drowned in barbecue sauce and ketchup.
Yeah. Well, that's the same thing when you went to a White Castle. I mean, the burgers were so damn thin. It was mostly just bun and whatever else they put on it.
Yeah. Keck nailed it. Yeah.
Dixon, Seattle. Is that the only place they're at?
There's a lot of Dixon, Seattle. There's dicks all over the place, but mostly they're situated.
Parrothead, are you pulling our heads?
One in Baltimore.
Pulling our tails and stuff?
That's where Fraser came from.
That's the one where they're mean to you just to be mean to you, right?
Yeah, I remember this one place that was called Dickie's, and they were like a chain restaurant, and they had some amazing like pulled pork and pulled chicken and stuff like that. It was all barbecue stuff. I don't know whatever happened to that place. It was like open for maybe about 6 or 7 months down there in Florida, and then all of a sudden it was just gone. But they had some of the most amazing food. Like even the way they did their green beans, they did it in a way where they grilled it and they marinated everything with like a certain type of sauce, and they had like pieces of bacon and everything they cooked it with. It was like really amazing food. I don't know whatever happened to that place.
You guys ever hear of a rock and roll McDonald's?
Mm-mm.
Well,
it sounds like kidney stones after eating.
Yeah, Lake Station on Route 51 right there by I-94. They had a rock and roll McDonald's right next to the truck stop. And Tina, they had pizza. They didn't have the 10-inch pizza. They had like a 12-inch full-size pizza. And when they had it, it was decent takeout pizza, you know. And it wasn't bad, man. Pepperoni pizza, you couldn't go wrong with that.
No.
And the price wasn't bad either. It was like $9 or something like that.
Have you gentlemen and Angelus ever tried a place called Smoky Poutineery?
Mm-mm.
No.
Okay, you guys know what poutine is, right?
Yeah.
Poutine's pretty much like fries with cheese curds melted with gravy, but these guys specialize in different types. So let's say you got this, it would have the fries, the gravy, the cheese, and then they would throw on Montreal smoked meat with honey mustard, or they would throw on chili cheese dog, so you'd have the chili on top with the hot dog. So they went all out with this place. Oh, bro, can you imagine eating warm gravy cheese fries with macaroni and cheese on top?
I'm gonna take a pass on that one.
Oh, it's so good. And in case anyone asks, yes, I can still see my dick. I'm not that fat.
You know what? Here, I want to throw this in just so we feel like we're on topic. I get no respect.
I got no respect. No respect.
Yeah, I remember the CC's used to do like all those weird different pizza combinations and everything.
Yeah.
They were another place it's kind of vanished.
Yeah, there used to
At
be
least
one
around my way.
Hey, Parrot Head, do they only serve tater tots at Dick's?
Only when he's eating.
Dude, they've got a great freaking pizza place they opened up near me pretty recently. This place called Pieology. You can customize that if it's one topping or any toppings you want customized. It's only like $11 for
It sounds like mod pizza.
I think it's like a similar business model, but it's so good, man. It's like a gourmet pizza. It's delicious. Nice. Yeah.
I stopped at this one place because I wanted to get something because my birthday's coming up soon and my daughter's is at the end of the month, and I figured I was gonna buy dinner and I got her a Carvel ice cream cake and everything like that. But the pie I got is I went to a local pizzeria, and they do one of those big 27-inch slice type pizzas where I forget how big the whole pizza is. It's 27 inches slice, so that would be what a 53-inch pizza, or no, 54-inch pizza. Man, these things are freaking humongous, man. They are huge.
You just said,
and even then, the pie. I think the pie only cost, I think it was like $40 some odd dollars. It was like $40 some odd dollars for this damn pie.
Damn.
God damn, that sounds like a place
pie at the table.
Yeah, it sounds like a
really
place
it was.
Big Slice.
I had a hard time getting into the car. Like I was trying to open the back door to try, and I couldn't get it in. Luckily, Dad's old car has a hatch. It has a hatch in the back, so I had to open up the hatch and slide it in, and slid over the whole back hatch area, and then it actually overhung over the back seats. So,
damn.
when the girls got in the car, they had to sit there and like hold the pie up so it didn't fall forward.
Damn,
that's crazy.
Yeah, man, I'm certainly a lover of
red meat.
No, that too. But I'm talking about pizza pie. Oh yeah,
red meat pie.
Yeah.
What about a good old fashioned tomato pie?
Ew. Why did I go ew all of a sudden?
I don't know about that.
Tomato pie is good.
How about Angelus's weird burger he showed us earlier as a pizza?
I'd rather have potato pie, honestly.
I don't even like tomatoes, but I love tomato pie because there's so much cheese in it.
Yeah. Sweet potato crust if you can do it, but a pizza.
Yes, Curtis. Yes. Yeah, Carvel, if you've never been to a Carvel, holy crap. If you get one of their fresh, like, ice cream cakes or even, like, the fresh cones and everything, that shit is amazing. It's so soft and creamy. Like, it's like out of this world. Like, I know, Steven. I know where you're going with it. But, they used to make, they still do. They still make what is it? They make one ice cream cake is called the Cookie Puss. Another one's called the
You're just digging your hole deeper and deeper.
Something. Damn, it's some kind of whale or something like that. Dude, no, you got to look them up though. I mean, they're really good. If you could find one in your area, I would say try it at least once.
Did you see that?
It's a lot different than most of the other places.
Have you seen Dr. Oetker's? You know, like those pizzas, they're pre-made and shit, but now they have a chocolate pizza. So it's literally like a weird pizza crust, and then they just put chocolate over top. It's just to throw in the oven. It's to melt it. It's like eating like a flat eclair. It's really weird. Now shut up, Tommy, if I make an eclair joke.
You're getting a chubby thinking about all this food.
I've had a chubby since we started talking about the burgers. What are you talking about? That's why you keep hearing it bang against the table. That's the fucking tip hitting it. You know, I can't go. Stop picturing it as this.
Steven, put that donut down. That's not what it's for.
Oh, come on, man. Every time I look down, my dick's looking back up at me like a dog digging at the table. It's fucking weird.
Well, Runner was talking about Chicago deep dish the other day. I'm like, that's an abomination to pizza.
It is.
Did you ever live near that area?
Mm-mm.
I have. I'm from Gary, Indiana. That's in the shadow of Chicago. And it's an acquired taste to have that kind of pizza. But if you have the right one, it's delicious. But I don't like my cheese on the bottom either. I'd always go to that place. I'd say, hey man, you got to put the cheese on top, okay? Just do that.
Bear, you probably know this because you've been around a bit too. But isn't it always so hilarious when you're in one area and they have what's called the New York style pizza? It's nothing at all like a New York style pizza. Same thing like when Uno's tried to claim that they had authentic Chicago pie. Like those places are so ridiculous. And I mean, they do it the same thing with like Philly cheesesteaks. They claim what a Philly cheesesteak is. And the original Philly cheesesteak is pretty much just like a regular cheesesteak with cheese. It doesn't have like fried onions and all that stuff on there.
Yeah.
Or like really when they said the California, what was it, the California burger? Oh, I'm sorry, Angelus.
It's really hard to get a good cheesesteak in general. Like I hate these places that they'll grill the beef and stuff and then not do anything with the cheese on the grill, and they'll just put the cheese on the bottom and then put the meat on the thing. It's like you have to grill the cheese and the meat all on the grill. That way it makes like this cheese sauce, and then you put it on the bun, and then it thoroughly has cheese throughout instead of just being lazy with it. And a lot of places are just lazy.
Do you notice that we spent almost an hour talking about food and how happy food makes us? Remember that cheese and that one burger at that one place? We gave you that half-hard nipple and you were just gone with that beer afterward?
Yeah.
I think everyone just wants to go sit down at a restaurant and fucking eat. And I think maybe they want to flip off the dumb people, you know?
I think a cheese stick is like a mozzarella cheese stick, which means you have like a cheese, so like you literally have like a cylinder of cheese. It's not that thick. You then wrap it in a breading and coating it, either oven or deep fry.
No, Mikhail Wolf. That's what happens to Fat Steven when he gets really hungry and he can't control himself around food. He gets the cheese stick.
Yeah. What I do is I find a full jar of Cheese Whiz. I cover my junk in it. And then I find the closest.
You do the Varsity Blues with Cheese Whiz?
Yeah, I Cheese Whiz my dick and then fuck a taquito. Yeah, that's what.
Okay. So, Mikhail, I was going to say that I don't know what a cheese stick is, but I do know what a Philly cheese steak is.
Yeah.
And how I make it, it leans a little bit toward the Italian style sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
And what you do is you take a nice normally you take a brisket and put it together, but you can do this with a chuck roast. You take a thin chuck roast, you put sliced pepperoncinis, a layer of it, and then you take another roast, chuck roast, and stick it on top of that, and you fill the top with pepperoncinis, and you fill the thing in pepperoncinis. You put that in a crock pot, put a half a cup of water in with it, and then you put it on high for 2 hours, and then low until the next day. And then you take smoked provolone. You take one of those hoagie rolls, and you put you put the provolone in there bent, and then you put the hot steaming roast beef on top of that.
See, I gotta have my cheese mixed throughout.
Yeah, and then where
Very
do you put
similar to a Philly cheesesteak. Yeah. And it's good stuff. I had one the other day because I taught my wife how to make it.
Sorry,
Pressure cooker works better, but crock pot works.
Wes, do you have a comment for what RR said?
Hold on. The cheese stick.
That's dessert. That's marshmallows.
That parrot sent me this. This is called a s'mores pizza. This is how.
That looks gross.
It probably wouldn't taste gross, though.
I don't like marshmallows. Those marshmallows would have to be way more crispy than that for me to even.
But that's not marshmallows. That's actually corn kernels that people thought they don't remember eating corn.
What?
Yeah.
Ooh. Where?
It's a shitty pizza.
Indeed.
Well, if it had candy corn, it'd definitely be a deal breaker. Which, by the way,
candy corn is the life, Wes.
It is so good. It is so good.
It drop about 100 pounds of candy corn on your home.
Nope.
Well, unfortunately, I made a bet that if a certain event happens, I'm going to have to eat a pound of it, and that event looks like it may happen in 4 days. So, does anybody know how to?
No.
So I want to pay a proxy, and I want somebody to face swap the person that's going to be eating a pound of candy corn. Can someone do that for me?
No. What you need to do is find someone that
you got to do it yourself.
What you need to do is find someone.
I mean, nobody would know.
Customly make you one candy corn piece that is a pound heavy.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Yeah. Or you just got to find somehow to make ice cream, and it's called candy corn, but it's just candy corn ice cream, which I have yet to see, and I'm kind of irritated by it.
Just get a pound of. See if you can find somebody that has candied actual corn.
Ew.
Well, I don't really like corn too much either.
No, I don't like corn.
I don't
remember eating the corn.
I think I said that if I have to eat the pound of candy corn, if I throw up, that still counts towards me eating the candy corn. And Wookie, God bless him, said I would love to see that. So
you be like the George Lucas deep fake. I don't like candy corn. I don't like it. I don't like Fan either. I don't like candy corn.
Yeah, I might puke. I might puke a lot during that stream.
What you need to do is find.
What you count unless you turn colors while eating it.
All you have to do is find as many Halloween videos of Jay eating candy corn and just clip them all together, and then just change the backdrop to your massage parlor background and put your face over top. You're done.
Well, here's an idea. Here's an idea I just thought of. Maybe I could get show me eating one piece and then just loop like George Lucas did in Star Wars, and just loop it back and forth for about 2 hours, and say that I ate a pound of candy corn.
Now, see, over the years, your taste buds change a little bit. You may go into this hating on it and may wind up liking it. Your whole philosophy is going to change.
Nope.
Can I eat a pound of English toffee instead? I could eat 3 pounds of English toffee.
I am really beginning to hate the Inverse website, period. Did you guys see the latest article that came from them?
Mm-mm.
Mandalorian Season 3 theory reveals Grogu's prequel era savior.
Is it Rey?
Who? No, I don't know who Rey is. I don't think she's in Star Wars. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Supposedly it's Quinlan Voss.
I don't know who that is.
He's somebody from the he's from the expanded universe. He was in some comic books and stuff like that.
Yeah, he teamed up with Obi-Wan in the Clone Wars a couple times. But other than that, back to food.
Thing for 800.
One of my favorite things is you get one of those Delicio pizzas, right? You let it cook about halfway through. Pull it out for a little bit. Cover the top with your favorite corn or nacho chip. You then put the nacho chip toppings on, and then you throw it back in the oven so you can eat your nachos and have pizza afterwards.
Oh, so you're the type of guy that likes to pull out, huh?
I love to pull out all over your face. Yes, I do.
Ooh.
Not my face. Maybe Walton's.
I s'more Tommy every night when he's asleep.
Let's see.
Never happened.
In New Zealand, we have a thing called cheese roll, which is a slice of sandwich bread on which sauce of unsweetened condensed milk, cheese, and onion soup is spread before it's rolled and then toasted.
That sounds awesome.
That might actually taste good.
There's a thing my grandmother used to make from because my grandmother's German, right? So my mom's side is pretty much all German, but there's something called rouladen or rouladen, and what it is, it's roast beef, bacon, diced pickles, diced onions rolled up in itself, and then thrown in the oven covered in gravy for about a couple hours. It's literally like eating a beef burrito. Don't make the pun there, but someone's going to. But it's so good. If you haven't tried it, you have like a German cafe nearby. Ask if they make rouladen and pick some up. They're really good.
Hey, I want to tie something into the movie. Figure we can at least like tie something small into the movie, and we can still continue on food. There's this one place that I go to. It's a pizza place, and they make steaks and everything like most pizza places do. And they actually make what's called a steak in a pouch, much like Rodney Dangerfield was kind of doing in the movie when he digs out the center of the bread and he throws everything in there. Yeah. Holy crap, are those steaks good? Those steaks are amazing. Like they just take the bread and they hollow out the center of the bread and they stuff it with as much of the freaking the steak meat as they possibly can. It's amazing.
He said meat.
Yeah, with Rodney,
I know that got you excited, Stephen.
What Rodney Dangerfield did in that movie, I've seen the same thing done, only ham, turkey, bacon, roast beef shaved, all mixed in, and then you put your lettuce, tomato, and a little more bacon, and then that's your hero sandwich. It's huge.
And then Steven goes into it too.
Oh wow! You can shut up now, Tommy. Thank you very much. No,
hey man, it's not my fault that you go all American pie every time you see food. That's not my fault.
I go Canadian pie. Thank you very much. So I go win, and then I apologize for messing everything up. But oh my god!
So yeah, I was giving little tidbits here and there what was going on in the movie in the chat while we were watching that movie. Man, I gotta say that it's been a few years since I watched it, and I ran across it on YouTube, and I watched it on YouTube. And do you know that YouTube movies, they show nudity? The movies on YouTube that are free, that show nudity on YouTube.
That's surprising.
Yeah, I think if you're signed surprised. In, if it's 18 and older, you probably don't get a warning.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, the way they actually did that movie, it very well could have almost felt like it could have been a National Lampoon's type of movie. The way it was done.
Yeah. It did.
Yeah.
I'm really hoping the rumors are true that Burton's new Beetlejuice does take Depp, and I hope Depp does a great Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
Is it supposed to actually be a reboot?
I don't know if it's supposed to be a reboot or a sequel, but I think it's more of a reboot. I haven't looked too much into it, but the fact that
it would be so much better.
Yeah,
it would be so much better if they did a sequel. Like after he got, like the whole thing with the worm, and he wound up back in the waiting room. If they was to take it after that, that would make more sense.
Yep.
Oh, I promise you guys, the next time I make it a batch of my tequila barbecue sauce, I'll make sure to save you guys some and send it.
All right. Awesome. I'm still waiting for those candy rings and whatever the other shit was.
Excuse me? Excuse me?
I
was talking to drunk, and all of a sudden you're thinking I'm sending you candy?
Oh, I see how it is.
I will send you a toupee before I send you candy.
But you won't send.
You're famous. You're famously entitled thinking you're getting free candy. Yeah, I even asked
Rowan
Lorena
says
about- I even asked Lorena.
Rowan says it's a 2, so it's a sequel. I sure hope so.
Well, what's weird is most Lorena didn't even know what the hell I was talking about. You guys have never heard of the cinnamon big feet or sour keys ever?
Ah,
Damn.
We're not.
You guys know what a fuzzy peach is, right? Or a cherry blaster?
A what?
Oh my god. Okay, cherry blasters are literally like they're shaped like cherries, like two cherries, like you would see like a Pac-Man, but they're covered in that sour sugar. You know how sour?
Oh, we have regular like gummy cherries.
Yeah, we call them cherry blasters. That's what we call them here. You do your research.
Well, we have regular gummy cherries here. I don't think we have ones that have like sour shit all over them.
Oh, hey, Angelus, do you remember during it was a long time ago during Halloween they used to have these like blood packet candies. They look like blood bags.
I think so. Yeah.
I think they were made on the same principle as like the liquid that used to be in the old wax soda bottles.
Oh, okay. I remember like the weird like bottles that had like the candy like goo or whatever in it. I don't know if you remember those.
Yeah.
Gushers?
Not really. That looks me.
Sour Skittles are good. I like sour Skittles.
Sort of like
I remember Gushers. It was gum with a gel-filled center.
I remember Gushers are still up here, but like with the sour Skittles, bro, they would start tearing the top of my mouth because I would like suck on them. You know when
my tongue would be in bad shape after.
Yeah, I know. But you know what I'm talking about, right? You'd have so much sour candies in one night, your whole top of your mouth would be like rough as shit. I'm waiting for Bear to stop laughing because she has an innuendo joke. Right? I gotta say it.
Bear laughing.
Salute.
Well, how about when they had the Warheads candies? Because they had the regular Warheads, and then they had the mega Warheads. Remember the mega Warheads used to be got really hot. Mm-hmm. And then I don't know that people started complaining they were too hot, and kids were hurting themselves eating them or something, and got rid of them.
You guys have never had these.
Ew.
Those are don't say ew. Come on.
They're gummies. I don't like gummies.
Okay, but these are sour keys.
Sour gummies. I can handle some sour gummies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I have had those. Yeah.
You're gonna have to send me some, Steven.
God damn it, bro! How much money do you think I have?
I don't know. Those things don't look right. They look like something Renier would like.
I'll PayPal you, and you can.
Oh, what are you gonna PayPal me? Here's the rest of my Rogaine fund.
They look like that. Looks like it could be a little bag of Dixie's going to send you.
Oh God.
So remember the opening scene in the office meeting? You remember what they were all eating? It was pretty much all dessert stuff on the table.
Yep. Yeah, it's like cakes and stuff.
What was the name of the store? Fat something? Fat what?
Tall and Fat.
Tall and Fat. That's the name of the store.
You guys are really punching me today, aren't you?
No, this is the movie we just got done watching. You didn't catch the beginning.
No, then it would have been short and round.
Yes, I am in a funny way ignoring what you said and not laughing at it just to be funny.
It's okay. You can laugh at me. I have no soul.
Are you a ginger?
God, no. My brother's a ginger. That's why he's such an asshole.
I'm a vampire. I don't have a soul.
I don't even have any. Never mind. I'm not going to go there with that one.
Go there. Do it.
Damn.
I also got no reflection.
It's just shit on Angelus.
It's not shit on Angelus Day. You won't stand still long enough for us to shit on you. We love you, Angelus. You know that.
I know.
But here, I'm trying to find a picture of the big feet just to show too. Those are sour keys, and I'm just sorry. Where's the next one?
You know what they say about big feet?
Yeah, you got a big mouth to put it in.
Goddamn.
And I think these are the big feet I'm talking about. It definitely is a Canadian company, but they usually have like a small cinnamon flavor, but they're so good.
I remember those.
Well,
yeah, Big Feet. They actually had literally had the picture on the package of Bigfoot playing a banjo or guitar.
Yeah, there was another candy that was it was red pill shaped that tasted just like those, a cinnamon flavored ones.
Red Hots.
Yeah, Red Hots.
Yeah.
And there was also hot tamales.
Yeah.
There was another one. There was 3 of them that were pretty similar.
Mike and Ike's.
There was Jolly Rancher had like fire sticks.
I don't know that Mike and Ike's had cinnamon flavor though.
Mike and Ike's did have a cinnamon flavor if you were lucky. Yeah. Yeah. The special.
Remember the boring flavored dots?
Oh god.
Remember those?
Yeah.
Oh, I used to love the dots.
I did not.
Yeah,
like
you
the
had to
dots
put a
at all.
mouthful of them because they didn't really taste like anything.
Nah, they had flavors, but the problem with the dots is they would stick all up in your teeth, and you couldn't get them the hell out because they'd be in there like super glue.
Mhm.
Okay.
Cancel gummy candy and candy corn.
All right, then if you had a choice, what would you choose? Whoppers or Maltesers?
A what?
What's a Malteser?
Once I know what a Malteser is.
That's kind of like the it's kind of like Whoppers, the Whopper candy. It's like the malt balls and stuff like that.
I do like Whoppers.
Whoppers are awesome.
No way. Gross.
All right.
They have a weird aftertaste. I don't like them.
Wes, do you like anything?
Chocolate has weird
I like English toffee. I like almond roca. Caramels. I like Jolly Ranchers. Jolly Ranchers are good. Red Hots are good.
You probably like those old lollipops that grandmothers used to give out.
Do you have like a candy dish besides your desk that has all the candy stuck together, and every time you try to take one, you pick it up?
You know what? I would surmise to say that Wes probably likes popcorn balls too.
I think he's a
I
Cracker
like
Jack
popcorn.
guy. I think he's a Cracker Jack guy.
No.
You don't like caramel corn either?
I like Fiddle Faddle better.
It's there's something wrong with the space-time continuum when you have a salty and a sweet like that together. I like I like buttery popcorn that you spread like a ranch like a ranch style powder on. Then you shake
like
it up.
Graham Ranch.
Okay. That would kind of taste good.
Yeah, it's really
Actually,
good.
you can get those. You can
Ranch
actually, you can actually get those powders. Like they come separately. You can actually shake them on your popcorn after you've cooked it and added the butter. And there's like dill, there's ketchup, there's barbecue, there's a whole bunch of them. You can just have
I just
Captain
seen
Seasons or
some
whatever.
powdered butter for popcorn.
Mm-hmm. I would like, butter beer powder.
I like real butter. I like the
Wes-
butter slightly burned, and I dump it on there, and then I shake it up, and then I put the ranch style flavoring on it and shake it up, and so tasty.
I would like to
Wes,
say Curtis nailed
Wes,
it.
have
I
you
do love the
considered-
Blue Sharks.
Hey Wes, have you considered maybe starting a second channel or a third channel or whatever you're up to now? Your 16th channel, Wes Moody's candy hating podcast.
You can call it the gum conspiracy. You know the gummy conspiracy.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one. I
Anti-gum.
might have to do that.
Yeah.
We might be able to do a show on that. Candies I hate. Yeah,
That'd be hilarious because you know what it'd just be? The intro would just be Disney's gummy bears, but with all the no smoking symbols over them. Cancel all of them. Cancel every gummy.
Hey, have you guys ever had kettle caramel corn?
Oh yes. Oh, freshly done.
Oh yes.
Bro, where it's still warm.
You
and
know,
it's-
once upon a time they
Now
used to
it's
have
all
like
made that
fairs around here, and you used to be able to go to these fairs and buy right. You just watched it get made. Caramel kettle corn. Yeah, it's freaking tasty, and it's not the kind that's real heavily caramelized. It's real subtle, and it's good stuff. Fresh, hot in the bag. You just walk in, you just got some. Oh man!
Did you guys
Oh,
ever have
man.
Jumbo Video like down in the States ever?
What?
Okay, Jumbo Video was like a it was a video rental place back in the day, like when Blockbuster still exists, right? But you were able to go in and they would have one of those like your personal carts that would pop popcorn like they back in the old days, like the 60s or 70s.
Oh yeah.
You would
a lot of the
go in,
blockbusters
Bag
in
and
the
walk around. Yeah.
blockbusters and Hollywood Video that used to be prevalent, very prevalent in our areas they did the same thing.
Yeah, we had a Hollywood Video over here. It closed eventually, and a Blockbuster it went after that.
I'm not surprised.
Then you had the movie gallery.
I remember
that was out in Aberdeen, and that thing closed.
we had a local one called A to Z Video.
Oh, I remember A to Z Videos. Yeah.
It was so new.
But you know what? All those places, they were never as much fun as your local video store. Like we had one over there in Trenton. It was called Director's Chair. and some of the wacky B-rated movies those places used to carry that you would never see in the franchise places was just, it was amazing because you just see some of the wackiest shit you would never see anywhere else. That's where I actually saw Sleepaway Camp for the first time, was at the local video store.
I just recently saw that. That movie is fucked up.
Isn't it, though?
Yeah, I used to be able to rent movies at Safeway.
Yeah. I've never had a churro. That's weird, eh?
Oh,
that's kind of weird.
Good.
Oh, they're good.
So weird.
So, all right, Beans, we got a few more people in chat. We'll let them get to hear this new song. I'm going to just do a sound test real quick and tell me if you guys can hear it, because sometimes when you have something that's connected, sharing screen, the sound sometimes disconnects. So tell me if you hear this.
And the guinea pigs may nibble the wires.
What?
And guinea pigs nibble the wires.
Did you hear that?
Yep.
All right.
No. All right, now I get
I had to pick my jaw up off the floor. You know she got the stuff. You know she has the points. The game's all tied up. You know the train never arrives. Like the magazine in an archive. Big Cadillac pulling into town and heading from Glendale. Didn't have no horse in the game, par for the course. Tapping rhythm from the source, you know she has a score. Stay the course, my jaw still hurts when it hit the floor. I had to pick my jaw off the floor. We saw her shimmering in the light. Touch her, boy, you'll get burned. I had to pick my jaw off the floor. You know she's got the stuff. You know she has the voice. The game's all tied up. You know the train never arrives. Like a magazine in an archive. Have a big Cadillac for you town. Heading in from Glendale. Didn't have no horse in the gig. Bar for the course, tapping rhythm from the soul. You know she has scored. Stay the course, man, my jaw still hurts. When it hit the floor, I had to pick my jaw off the floor. We saw her shivering in the light. Man, touch her and you'll get burned. I had to pick my jaw off the floor. You know she's got the stuff. You know she has the voice. The game's all tied up. You know the train never arrived. Like a magazine in an archive. Big Cadillac going into town. Heading from Glendale. They didn't have no horse in the game. Hard for the course. Tapping rhythm from the source. You know she had a score. Stay the course, man, my jaw still hurts when it hit the floor. I had to pick my jaw up off the floor. Saw her shivering in the light. Man, touch her and you'll get burned. I had to pick my jaw up off the floor. You know she's got the stuff. You know she has points. Games all tied up. You know the train never rides. Like the magazine and hard guy. Big Cadillac going into town. Heading in from Glendale. Didn't have no horses in the game. Hard for the course, tapping rhythm from the sword. You know she has scored. Stay the course, man, my jaw still hurts. When it hit the floor, I had to pick my jaw off the floor. You saw shivering in the light.
Yeah, after you got waxed.
Touch her and you'll get burned. Had to pick my jaw up off the floor. I had to pick my jaw up off the floor. You know she's got the stuff. Touch her and you'll get burned.
Yeah.
Rock on.
And that is where I have to call my exit. It's 2:30 in the morning, sirs. It's been a great night.
Well, go ahead and plug your channel and tell them what you're up to.
Well, I'm currently up to hopefully no more fat jokes for the next 10 minutes because I'm going to bed. But it's a
Well,
pleasure.
you know what, Steven, you can just round this out right now, and I'll drop you a
I'm
link.
gonna round. I will round you out like a Pillsbury Doughboy. Bastard. Well, you can find me on Twitter. I'm also on Minds. There's way too many links for me to get everything done at once. I am on YouTube, the same name as you see here. I'm pretty much just doing video game streams, just chilling with it, doing my clips. You can find me on Lorena's channel, usually doing the lunch table on Fridays, 12 noon Eastern, Sundays for Welcome to Florida. Tuesday nights, I'm on Loki's channel for Mornings of Mischief, for where we talk about pop culture and comics. Random streams once in a while. I had the pleasure of being on Wes's Crazy Wednesday stream, which was a blast. And you can find me. It was the cultures it was the blast, bro. You got something special there. And I feel like I'm doing a culture outro. It's so fucking long. And you can also find me on Ords' streams as well on Sundays for the video gaming with friends. I sometimes do the live chat on Mario Kart streams. And thank you, Bear. Thank you, Tommy, Wes, Angelus, the chat, and everyone else here. It's a pleasure to always have some kind of laugh at the cost of my sanity.
Pleasure having you on.
Yeah, take care, Steven.
We're all about the giggles around here, man. Got to have the giggles. Got to laugh.
Yeah, fat people are funny, right, Tommy?
Because you know what, man, them people out there, they don't like no one having no fun. So let's metaphorically give them the middle finger by having fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's all about having a good time. If you're not having a good time, why even bother doing it?
Right.
That's exactly it, man. If you're not having fun, it's just fake.
Yep.
Right. Awesome community here we got, and awesome chat, and just one of those the Grateful Dead happened once, but this chat, it's one of those kind of things that happened.
Yeah,
it's a similar thing. It's like lightning striking twice. Hey, Moria, how you doing?
Matt's gonna yell at me if I don't say this. We have Street Smarts on Tuesday, so Street Smarts, where we review another bad Ace public service announcement movie. Oh my god, it's gonna give me nightmares. But thank you, guys. You have a good night, good morning.
You too, man.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Take care.
And Tommy, I hope you wake up tomorrow with internet gas.
He's out of here. He must have slipped on all the grease that he left laying around.
Mm-hmm.
Sam
meows.
Curtis.
Hey, Moira.
Yeah, more. You had a very uneventful day, right? Nothing really happened at your capital.
I'm like 30 minutes from mine.
Same.
I'm less. I'm like probably a 5-minute drive from the capital.
Yeah, that's about how far
And-
it takes me to get from my dad's
You know,
house.
I was perusing YouTube and I come across this random 3-minute freaking video. And that was, gonna say maybe it was the, I think it was the 11th. And they were putting, those big blocks they use to hold down fencing? Well, they were using those to hold down the fencing they were putting up, and they were putting Constantine wire all around the Capitol in Olympia here in Washington State. And I was just like, well, ain't that interesting? I almost got out in the van to go down there to video record it. Almost. Then I thought better of it. It's like, okay, yeah, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're trying to set us up right now, so
Yeah, they want something to happen.
They don't want something to happen. They're praying something happens
Exactly.
because they're just not done pointing the finger just yet.
Mm-hmm.
They want to make this big news, and I don't want to get too deep in it, but they want to make it big news so everybody forgets about what's been happening for the past 7 months, all summer long, and everything.
Yep.
Anti-horrific violence,
Yes, sir.
Mhm. The candy corn of politics.
Yes.
You better leave the candy corn alone, Wes.
Let's see here. What is the most, excluding candy corn and candy corn type candies, what is the most awful candy ever?
Circus peanuts is probably the next one.
From the floor. Yeah, from the ground. Yeah, there we go.
You know
No,
what,
no,
though?
like-
No, you know what? If
And they were
if
peed
you
on by
get
elephants,
someplace-
particularly the
if
pink
you
elephant.
if you go to some place that actually has good gourmet circus peanuts, they're actually not bad. The problem is most places don't make them correctly, and you get this hard lump of
Yeah.
nasty corn syrup or something like that, and they're disgusting. But no, if you get the right ones, should be soft and chewy, almost like a gummy, if they're made correctly.
Interesting.
Let's see here. Let's see. Yeah, I've been living in and around the Olympia area for the last 21 years. And when I first moved here, this place was freaking awesome. It was like a little island of rock and roll. Every different kind of music and song and bands you could see playing around here. It was always going on. It was always happening scenes. Cool people. And it was a little PC, but other than that, it wasn't horrible. And I had a blast in this area. And there's always things going on. It was the WTO protests back in I want to say I think it was either the summer of '99 or the summer of 2000. I think it was the summer of '99, maybe. I had friends that went to that, man, and there was agitators at that particular protest up in Seattle, and they were paid agitators. It was obvious what they were. And basically, it was the precursors to all this dumb shit that we've been seeing going on with all the peaceful protests.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Sure. You were no peaceful protest, not for sure. No, they were not. No. Mm-mm. But the paint by numbers news media is pretty much. Saying the sky's pink and the clouds are falling and it's a beautiful day out all at the same time.
There you go, Wes. Parrothead sent me something: candy corn ice cream.
Yeah,
Why ruin
corn
ice
stuff.
cream?
No, candy corn's something that's just by itself, every now and then. I mean, it's not the best or greatest candy out there, but it's Americana.
Ugh.
It is
No,
Americana.
I'm still trying to rack my brain over those damn lollipops. Like, they weren't traditional
toy
lollipops, and they were like barley. That's what they were. They were barley lollipops.
Oh, I'm thinking of like the toy candy. It's like clear candy, and it just like doesn't really have a taste. It's just kind of, yeah.
Well, they used to have like the rock candy that was like that. A lot of it didn't have much of a taste.
Actually, there's something I remember about circuses when I was a kid. You could get freshly roasted peanuts at a circus. And have you ever had freshly roasted peanuts? Man, it's nice. It's good.
Oh, gummy worms also are runner-up to circus peanuts and candy corn.
Peeps are the best, Tina says.
Every time
I know what I could never stand. I could never stand the boiled peanuts.
Yeah, they're gross.
Hey,
yeah,
that's apple pie, right? Yeah. I always tell my mom, make some of that apple pie you make and then overnight it to me.
I recently found
I believe this one's for you.
Hold on. Yeah.
Yeah, Bear,
I'm not
I
hating. It's done out of love. I got to save people from horrible candy. Okay.
Yeah.
This Bear, I recently found. Oh, I'm sorry.
And this like has like no taste. It's just like it's not bad, but it's not like great either.
Yeah, it's just like hard candy.
So it sort of tastes like Doc.
If you ever had like the old barley lollipops, oh my god, they almost have no flavor at all. I mean, they're pretty freaking nasty.
Yeah.
I guess you can consider that the worst candy ever.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Pie is better than cake, Shellback.
All right, watch this nifty little trick. On the lazy rock and roll day through the universe, the truck jackknife. The story never materialized. He said, "Come on, man, don't sweat the gear. Get on the bus, no words of right. Let's move in silently." He gave the gift of the first song. We were dreaming in the dreamland. Time slowed down. No words of right. Lips moving silently. Floating through the universe, dreaming the cosmos on a lazy rock and roll day. In this dreamland, traveling in the blue light makes me emotional. As many beings I met in this life, he sticks out the most. We stopped at the golden doors. He stepped off, he said goodbye, and overhead waving. On a lazy rock and roll day through the universe, the drug jackknife. The story must materialize. He said, "Come on, man. Don't sweat the gear, get on the bus. No words are right. Lips moving silently. He gave the gift. He gave the gift of the bird song. We were dreaming in dreamland.
Time slow down, no words of right. Lips moving silently, floating through the universe. Dreaming the cosmos on a lazy rock and roll day. In this dreamland, traveling in the blue light makes me emotional. As many beings I've met in my life, sticks out the most. We stopped at the golden doors. He stepped off, he said goodbye. Hand over head, waving. He said goodbye. On a lazy rock and roll day, the universe, the truck jackknife, the story man, bus materialized. He said, come on, man, don't sweat the gear, get on the bus, no words arise, lips moving silently. He gave the bird song. We were dreaming in the land, time slowed down, no words of pride. Lips moving silently, floating through the universe, dreaming the cosmos on a rock and roll day. In this dreamland, traveling in the blue light makes me emotional. As many beings I've met in my life, he sticks out the most. Yeah. Now I got to come up with a slideshow for that one and the other one. And I still got a couple different songs that are written that are still in the works. Maybe 3. Yeah. Yeah. Kapow.
Kaboom.
Kaboom. So yeah, man, that freaking movie, man, it's got staying power, man. It's all just like, it's still funny. It's still there.
Yeah, what I remembered about it was, the triple Lindy part. But what I really appreciated on this rewatch is just how witty the dialogue is, and the comedy. Rodney Dangerfield, I really missed that comedy.
Yeah, I do too. Yeah. That the comedians nowadays, they're more worried about being activists than being funny.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God.
If I wanted to see an activist, I'd go to some climate rally or something like that to see activists talking about the environment, whatever. I want to see humor. I want to see funny stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Jerry Seinfeld
think they're funny.
Exactly. Jerry Seinfeld was talking about that exact same phenomenon on comedians in cars getting coffee, right? And he's like, if you're telling me about who you are, then you're not telling jokes.
Exactly.
And so he made this whole monologue, and then the exact next guest that he had on was like Hassan Minaj. And Hassan Minaj's whole thing is, "Ooh, I was a little Indian boy that grew up in Davis, California, and we got prank phone calls after a 9/11, and they death threatened us." I was like, "Oh, boo, fucking who, dude? Davis, California. That's an affluent area, all right. So believe me, they had no issues. And then the guy was a complete pussy, and he didn't even know how to drive a stick shift. So Anyway, that's my rant.
I do like that show though, and I like Jerry Seinfeld. He's pretty awesome.
But there's always a few guests that he had on there. It's just like, why?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you could tell that the person he was referring to was definitely Hassan Minaj in the previous episode.
Mm-hmm.
10 days of action, huh?
Yeah, I seen that, and I was like, you got to be kidding me. I seen some of that, and I figured it's not something you want to talk about, but I figured maybe you guys would like to take a peek at that. Like, oh boy.
I wonder if they got a bullet point in this article of the 10 things. I'm looking.
Oh yeah, I did see that. Yep. Well, yeah, I mean, I don't want to get too deep into it, but I'll give my thoughts on it. Yeah, he's going to need legislature to help him with that stuff. And it's
I
pretty
don't
divided.
see how they possibly. I don't see how they possibly can, since they want to move with the impeachment, and since they've already started that, that has to be number one on the floor first.
Right.
Since it's already an open forum for that, they can't jump. That's why he's talking about executive actions. He's looking for a way to circumvent it, since he's not going to be able to go through Congress and the Senate.
Well, yeah, I mean that with the immigration thing, he has the power of the pardon, the presidential pardon, so he could realistically do that. Because thank you very much, Gerald Ford, because Gerald Ford set the precedent when he pardoned Nixon. All federal crimes all offenses against the United States that he may have committed or had committed, and the court upheld that, which I thought pardon meant you got convicted and then you got the pardon, but Gerald Ford changed that.
Yeah, unfortunately, that is Bloomberg, and they want you to pay money.
Yeah, there's another one, but fuck. Yeah, well, it is what it is. We all know what's coming, so we're ready for it. Just gonna, eat popcorn, have a good time, and get the mess, and just regroup whenever.
So why the hell do I need to wear a mask on the interstate? Like, what the fuck?
Don't try to make sense out of it.
I'm looking at this thing and I'm like what? I was in the car by myself.
There's plenty of goofballs out there that really think that they should be wearing the masks inside the cars and in their own homes. I mean, there's a lot of fruits out there that really believe that. They think that you need to do that to flatten this curve because, you're passing on to people in your house and then they're taking it. Get the hell out of there with that stupid shit. I mean, seriously.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, quite honestly, I mean, the way this country has been going for a long time with all the hand sanitizer and all that shit for years. I mean, they've been killing people's immune systems, and something like this was bound to happen from that. And most people are just too blind to actually see that. I mean, everybody needs to stop what they're doing. Go outside, get a good handful of dirt, and get some germs in your system. That's how you're going to fight this thing.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Man, they got a lot of layers over that website.
Yeah.
I'm deleting the layers in Element Inspect to get to the article. Because sometimes you can read an article that way. Just don't refresh the page.
The thing that gets me is my mom had it. And normally when one of us gets sick in the house, we all get it. And not me or my dad got it. So it can't be as bad as they make it out to be. And this fast spreader, whatever, if none of us got it.
Well, here's a funny thing. So my mother-in-law had gotten it. My wife's mother, and she has MS. And I think she's like stage, I don't remember, it was like stage 2 or 3. I think it might have been 3 MS that she had. And she technically should have been dead more than 30 plus years ago. But somehow she managed to beat the odds and she's still going on. She got it. And she said it felt like a bad flu and she had it for like a week or so. And then she was fine. And nobody else in the house really got sick from it.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm wondering if the tests they're using aren't necessarily giving the right positive. You know what I mean? If that makes sense.
Well,
getting false positives.
Yeah. Or even tracking the correct thing.
What do they call the PRC test? The one that's the quick test?
The PCR?
Well, the guy who invented that said that's not what it was meant to be used as.
Because the one that I got was just a SARS test. And it basically was like, on the thing, it's like, well, you could test negative for this, but you could still technically have the other thing.
Wow.
Oh man, I'm so sick of this bullshit. We've survived polio, we survived measles, we've survived mumps, we survived fucking whooping cough. I mean, come on, man.
Bird flu,
Bird flu, swine
flu.
flu. Let's get back to work.
anthrax.
I mean, I think we all know what this is really all about, but that's I mean, we do, but a lot of people don't, unfortunately.
Yeah, 70 miles per hour. Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't feel like digging too deep into it. I'm kind of sick of talking about it.
Yeah. I didn't want to. I just wanted to take a look at the 10 things they were doing and all that, and cover the surface of it, and yeah.
Yep. Yeah. It's it's a bunch of malarkey, man. Just like RR says. Yeah. It's nothing that we didn't see coming. So just we'll see what happens when he. We'll see what happens.
Well, I'll tell you what. If you can master the triple Lindy, you'll be immune.
Yeah, I'll get working on that. I actually think that his beer belly helped him out with his balance when he was doing that.
Gave that rotational force.
Yeah, his center mass was where all the it was towards the center rather than out to the extremities.
For all intent purposes, then Fat Steven should be able to pull that move off.
Oh yeah.
Hey, any of you, while I'm thinking about it, if you hear about movements of the Marine Corps, let us know. Because I've been hearing things about the Marine Corps lately.
Well, I know. What is it? Shit, I forget what the thing is called.
National Guard.
National Guard. Thank you. Brain fart there. The National Guard is going to be at inauguration. I heard it because 2 of my buddies said that they're going to be deployed for that.
Well, when you have a guy that won a legitimate victory where there was, I'm starting to talk about it. Never mind. I'm done. It's obvious. I shouldn't have to say anything more.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Wes, what you're talking about is you're talking about the wackery and the cartoon land and all that stuff that we know it's something.
So,
else.
hey, Bear, did you see what Curtis says? Curtis says, my whole fam got it, but we're all fine now. It was different. I've never had my taste go away before like that, but that was it.
Hey, and you know what they were saying? Cigarette smokers were getting over it fast.
I also heard that a lot of cigarette smokers weren't even catching it because of it.
Yeah, that too. And basically, when this all started, it started in what everyone thought was the flu going around, and they weren't testing for the flu or anything like that, because when they test for stuff, they test for a bunch of stuff at once.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I remember from hospitals. Strep throat. If you got strep throat, they test you for a few different things.
Mm-hmm.
And it's sometimes I think it was in one test they could tell. So why do they need a specific special test just for this one specific thing?
That's a very good question, Bear.
And it sounds it's starting to sound a little bit like theater to me. If I wanted to go to the theater, I'd go to the theater, right?
Like
and if it's so bad, why isn't there waste containers for masks? If it's so fucking catchy, there's none, nowhere. It seems the script writer for the theater didn't put that in there, because if it was so bad, there'd be waste disposal units, containers to take away the infected masks everywhere.
Yep.
It's the little common sense things that could potentially go overlooked, but beings that I have ADHD, I tend to notice fucking everything.
Yeah.
It drives me quite nuts sometimes.
It's security theatrics. That's basically all it is. Just like the TSA and all that.
Theater.
Yep.
Theater for the
give people a false sense of security
for the masses. And I think I was watching I can't remember if it was a Scottish show. It might have been Outlander. They said something to do about someone not understanding stuff in the theater and the fakeness of it all. There was a word, I can't remember it. Well, being sheep's in Scotland, I don't think it was sheep. Because there's lots of sheep in Scotland. Mutton done right is good stuff.
You would think they would have a bunch of sharp containers and stuff like everywhere.
Yeah,
if it's so bad.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what I'm saying. And you hear the stories about all the overfilled hospitals.
Mm-hmm.
People went into those same hospitals and took video footage and put them on YouTube.
Yeah.
They weren't.
Certain areas are, but not as bad as they want you to think.
Yeah, there's a few places here and there, but
but on the mass majority, it's not.
Oh, and the so far the death rate for 2020 is less than 2019.
I've seen that.
So have they explained that one yet?
Oh, and the flu magically vanished.
Oh, pneumonia too.
Did COVID kill the flu? I think was the headline. Oh, shit, I just said it. God damn it.
Nice going, Wes.
So what I meant to say was, did Covfefe kill the flu? Yeah.
Hey, Hefe.
Sorry, Bear. That was a mistake.
Did someone say steak?
Yes.
Yeah. Everyone read that right there. Don't read it out loud, but yeah, I believe Florida Marquis has some insight sometimes. Check him out. Cool channel. Yeah, he's got an interesting channel. He talks about Antarctica too. He's found some really weird stuff in Antarctica. Just
well, I
yeah,
think
RR's talking about more people dying of depression and drug abuse. I mean, if you want to look at what happens to people when they get locked up for too long, you just got to think of one group of people, and that would be the Donner Party.
My town was founded by the Donner Party.
Well, see, you understand.
Yep.
Wow, tell us about that a little bit.
Yeah.
Seriously. That's pretty unique there.
Oh, well, Mary Donner, she married some guy with a French name that I can't pronounce. So, yeah, I'll have to give a tour of the Mary, whatever her French name is that I can't pronounce house.
Oh man, that sounds like a video in the making for your channel there, bud. Yeah.
Well, yeah, for sure.
Awesome.
Seemed like a nice lady. I mean, she got married by some rich French guy, and I mean, she knows what human flesh tastes like. So there you go.
Wow.
Runner says apparently I killed the flu.
Yeah. The only thing that that I'm concerned about is pneumonia, because it don't like my family. People in my family have not fared well with pneumonia. You don't mess around, you get that stuff looked at. Because pneumonia, man. I went out, actually, I got the pneumonia shot. I did get that, and since I got it, I haven't had pneumonia. Yeah, and I refuse to get the flu shot because I don't know about that crap.
I've never gotten the flu shot.
Yeah,
No.
I won't get that.
No,
It's like I get the flu, it goes away, and then I don't get the flu for quite a while. Last time I had the flu, it's been a couple years.
Here's what happens when I have family that gets the flu shot, and I've got the flu, but I didn't get it as bad as I usually would. Well, you got the flu, and that's the whole point, is to not get it when you get the vaccination. And they guess which strains they think are going to show up.
Mm-hmm.
So you might not even have the I mean, you're just assuming that it's safe and all that stuff, but.
Oh, and Hobbs and Shaw, the plot armor for that one, CV17 was the virus that they were trying to keep from happening in a weapon. The Fast and Furious Hobbs and Shaw movie?
I've seen it.
I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
It was pretty good. I liked it.
Well, I'll have to check it out.
It had some predictive algorithms going on there.
Mm-hmm. Like the Fast and the Furious movies are not like the best movies, but they're just good movies to just kind of turn your brain off and just kind of enjoy the ride.
Who doesn't like some hot rods and all that, doing this and doing that? And,
yeah, exactly. And it was something me and my dad don't get along so well, so I took him to see it. I think for Father's Day or his birthday or something. So it was a good little bonding kind of thing.
Yeah, I turned my 2 youngest sons on to Smokey and the Bandit.
Okay.
Oh, and they were at the edge of the seat trying to stay awake watching it. Yeah, they loved it. They love the Mighty Ducks.
Yeah, you're saying about that. Those are good. I haven't seen Smokey and the Bandit. I don't think.
What?
Yeah, no.
Next, you're going to say you never watched Cannonball Run either.
Oh, he is. You are, aren't you? You are, aren't you?
You just sure you have vampire card.
Cannonball Run too.
Well, they're not vampire movies.
It doesn't make a difference. You stay up late at night. You should be watching his old movies.
Sorry, just never got around to seeing those.
Cannonball Run's fun. It's a fun movie.
To be fair, I hadn't seen Roadhouse until like maybe a year or two ago. So,
that's probably a good point. I think right now, the last country there on the list is pretty pissed off on the first one that you talked about with the Y. Yeah. They're not happy with them for sure.
Well, it's possible. Well, I mean, I don't know. Them talking about, with the professor that in that viral video, they seem to be quite happy with the change in the status quo coming up on January 20th. So they didn't seem at all concerned about any saber rattling. We'll put it that way. Of course, I mean, we're also assuming that the laptop issue that. I don't know if their leverage is gone, but I don't see that. I think they've got plenty of leverage on him left.
Well, from what is it? The Voice in the Wilderness and the Voice in the Car, something like that channel. Mm-hmm. He's been saying some interesting things, and here is things like that. You never know what's going to go on with stuff like that. Someone said this or this. Someone said that, or I had a contact say this. You never know because that could just be rumor.
Mm-hmm.
But there could be some interesting things going on happening. So keep your eyes and ears peeled.
Hope for the best, prepare for the worst.
Absolutely.
And believe it or not, there are still some journalists that are on Twitter. And I'm seeing them post some really interesting things. Because that's where I've seen a lot of real journalists working. They're working on Twitter. They've got like feeds of stuff that they post. And when the stuff was going on in Seattle, CHOP, when stuff was going on in Oregon, a lot of these guys were there documenting it and reporting on it on Twitter. And so some of these guys, man, they're putting out some real news better than the average news media that are the average news channels, the mainstream media. I knew everything that was going on in Seattle because a couple different people that were up there reporting on it.
Yep. It's part of why they're trying to shut down citizen journalism.
Mm-hmm.
That's why AOC wants to shut down all other journalism that don't fit the narrative as well.
Well, she's crazy anyway.
Well, you got to think a gal that works for tips, if she's going to be getting paid by lobbyists, that she's probably a pretty cheap date with the lobbyists,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there are. And basically, the House of Mirrors, a fun house, nothing seems what it is.
Mm-hmm.
We're in a house of mirrors right now, and nothing seems what it is. That's how upside down, sideways, right ways, and zigzag ways, and every which ways is just all mixed up. It's kind of why I started writing songs again. You know? It's exactly why I started writing songs again.
I just can't wait till things that go the way some of us have predicted start actually happening. Because I know it's kind of petty, but I kind of wanted to be like, I told you so.
Yeah. I'm there with you.
I think that
I'm waiting to see it.
I think that once they find out exactly what they're getting, that's going to red pill big time.
I'm waiting to see the big economic crash. I'm waiting for that. I imagine that's going to happen soon. And then I think a lot of people are really going to feel this thing too. You know, once that happens, and then the real estate market starts crashing again.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. I picked up my usual over a pint thing of Hennessy. They didn't have it, and I discovered the next size bottle up. I believe it's I think it's a bit. It was $45. I'm like, that's a better deal, better price.
What, at 1.75?
Yeah, it comes with a cork, and you'd think they would have a cork for the smaller one too, because it's. I am not going to say it's better than Scotch. I will not say that, but I like it.
Well, the cork is usually better anyway because it allows
Scottish ancestry, and man, I'm not getting woke up in the middle of the night by my Scottish ancestors saying, "What's wrong with you?"
Well, when they have it in the cork in there, it helps the alcohol aerate, so it gives it a better flavor.
And so I've become a fan of cognac, particularly Hennessy. And because I got a thing of E&J brandy. I drank half of that bottle. It's a little over a pint. And I could have drank a quarter of that of Hennessy. And it just tells me that the quality of the brandy is not good. It's all right, but not good. And speaking of cognac, salute. Oh. Yeah.
Yeah,
Hail the cognac. And what I like about cognac is I can drink cognac on a live stream and not lose my filter or train of thought. And but I drink 3 pints of some Imperial Pale Ale, India Pale Ale, whether it's Imperial or not, topped up. 3 pints of that, man, and I'm probably telling someone where to go or something like that. I will not have a filter. Those inner true feelings that no one ever reveals, but I'll probably reveal that. So I keep it to 1 pint of ale. 1 pint, otherwise I drink 3 pints of ale, and the angry Scotsman comes out and wants to fight.
Yeah, usually after my third double is when I get to that point. But I seem to have somehow or another developed a stupidity alarm that usually lets me know. I'm like, I feel a moment of stupidity coming on. I better go to bed. Although it doesn't always work.
Oh, what's this? British carrier group is being deployed to the Pacific, not in Europe. Hey, Lady Turiel, how you doing?
Hey, Lady Turiel.
Ew.
Ew.
Editorial. Good to see you. May the stars shine brightly for you.
Indeed. So, wow. That's kind of significant. Was there 7 or 8 ships in a carrier group? You got the carrier and the ships that come along with it. I'm not up to speed on the sizes of those. Yeah. Don't want to be that. That's not good for nobody. So yeah. Let's see here. Where are you? Yeah, there you are. Yeah, that I was Journey to the Golden Door was inspired by a conversation I said earlier. Some of you here and just popped in the chat may not have heard it. And so me and him were having a conversation night before on Facebook Messenger. I guess he's been like at the casino, and he's been like raking in. Yeah, I said at the casino. I think this is on one of the riverboats in northern Indiana, riverboat casinos. And by the way, those riverboat casinos are there because of Trump. He put a bunch of money into Gary, Indiana. One thing that most people don't know, and I don't really think he made much off of what he did. And the streets in Gary, Indiana got better because as a businessman, he brought all that money into Gary. And the riverboats brought jobs. That gambling money went into fixing roads, and the historic Miller part of Gary was rebuilt and repaired. This was all in the maybe starting about 95, maybe, when all that stuff started happening. 95, 96, somewhere in there, when they brought those in. And there was beautiful brick roads in Miller, downtown Miller, and it's basically something that got swallowed up by Gary when Gary grew. All right, Mikhail, I'll do that. Yeah, thank you. Appreciate that. I appreciate all of you. Yeah, it's 12:21 a.m. here because normally we go for quite a while. Yeah, I like to go with the flow and let the wind take us where it takes us.
Yep.
Let's see here. All right, yeah. And I told you I was talking with Buddy, and that's how some of the lyrics for Journey to the Golden Door was written. And we were also talking about our friend Rob Payne, because me, Steve, and a bunch of other of our friends used to hang out quite a bit and stuff. And there was a regular thing we did every day at lunchtime. We went and had coffee, and back then, young adults, following the Grateful Dead, listen to Grateful Dead, party, and all that stuff, And Rob Payne, he was huge, man. He was like 6'3", 6'2", something like that. He was 2 of me wide, and he looked like the guy from what's that band? Blues Travelers. The guy from Blues Travelers. He looked a lot like him. And so my friend, the country road outside of the Porter County area where he was at, there was a railroad tracks that only had the crisscross sign and no lights, no nothing. And so a lot of people did not stop at those tracks. Surprisingly, no one ever stopped, and his car got hit by an Amtrak train, and lights out, goodbye. He was gone.
Dang.
And it happened the day before my birthday.
That's crazy.
And yeah, it was. And then it was a Monday, and what made me think about it earlier is because they played Imagine at the funeral for Rob Payne. And so I guess I'm drawing a blank. I got stream brain. Someone help me out here.
I don't know so I can't really help.
Let's see here. I'm gonna look real quick. All right. Yeah, it was Imagine performed by Drunk 3PO. And the Memes of Destruction clipped it and put it up. And honestly, I haven't listened to that song in a long time because I just don't listen to it.
Mm-hmm.
And normally when there's a song that was played at a funeral, I tend just not to listen to it. It's been a long time. And I listened to the whole thing in Drunk 3PO. He plays, I don't know if that was him playing piano, but I got a feeling it probably was.
Oh, yeah. He plays piano.
And he sings pretty good too.
Yeah, he does.
And it reminded me of it. And so me and Steve were talking about good old Rob and all that, man. He's a great guy. He'd have done anything for anybody to help them, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I was turning 19, I believe, right when that happened. So we spent that day. We spent about 48 hours blind drunk, knocked down, drunk, and we drank ourselves into an oblivion, then drank some more. Yeah, that hurt. It hurt bad.
Mm-hmm.
And some of the lyrics that were in this song was from the conversation. Like, oh man, that sounds great. Yeah. And so the Journey to the Golden Door, a little bit of Rob Payne was in there, just a little. But let me see here. This is the Ballad of Rob Payne.
All right.
And it is a blues tune.
I'm not hearing anything.
I had a feeling. I was about to say, can you hear that? But you beat me to it. All right. I could have swore I clicked that share audio. There we go. All right. Quick sound test.
I hear it.
All right.
It was a cold November day. This is the ballad of Rob Payne. We will miss you, Mr. Payne, like a robin in flight. Life struck short by train. I tell you, you felt the pain. Missed the coffee. My. We cried and we cried.
Salute. Oh my, we had the blues. A train took our brother's life. Woo! To soothe mine in the prime of his life. Train got my friend, took his life. We spilled the drink in his name and sung dirges till dawn's light. It was a cold November rain. This is the ballad of Rodney. We will miss you, Mr. Payne, like a robin in flight. Life struck by a train. I tell you, we felt the pain. Mr. Coffee Meetups, my. We cried, we cried. Oh my, we had the blues. A train took our brother's life. Too soon, my. In the prime of life. Train got my friend, took his life. We spilled drinks in his name, sung dirges till dawn's light. It was a cold November rain. This is the ballad of Rodney. We will miss you, Mr. May. Like a robin in flight. Yeah, a lot of the images that you see in some of these videos, the mountain backgrounds, are images I took. And a lot of the sunsets is basically sunsets over the Capitol Forest, driving west. I love that little thing where you can press up on the phone and your camera opens, boom, snap the picture, put it away. Pretty convenient. It's like, so I'd hit that button several times, like, hope one of those is good. So that's how a lot of those, there's some really good sunsets and some good mountain scenery. What I want to do is I need to take a little journey and get up into the foothills and some windy roads and get some good video that way. And get some good clips. Because what I do is when I take the video, I'll speed up that video.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then I will add a warp effect. And it'll look like it's going really fast, and it'll look like it's got tracers and trailers all over everything that's going so fast. I ran across the setting, and it's kind of cool effect. And then you add I have this weird color setting that makes everything look like it's neon glass through reverse negative coloring, and it looks kind of cool. There's one setting I can't seem to find again because there's like 400 different settings in the effects. It's crazy.
Yeah, what program was that you were using?
Power Director.
Okay.
Let's see here. Yeah, Cyberlink Power Director. I have the Cyberlink Power Director 365. It comes with the screen recorder, but you know what? My Flashback Express screen recorder works better than it. It's awesome sound quality. I can what's cool about that one is say we want to get in the yard and we're going to make a video together, and we all get together and comment and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
We can do that. I can record my voice, your voice in that thing, and then we can make a video. And then if we were to watch the playback, we would not be able to tell the difference whether it was us actually speaking or the recording. You would not be able to tell the difference. Me and Tommy made a video like that once.
Nice.
Was that me, Tom? That was you, me, and Drew, right? It's been a while since we did that, but yeah.
Did we lose them?
I'm still here. I'm starting to doze off though. We should.
Tommy,
you might have lost Tommy. Tommy gave us fair warning though.
Yeah, but worn out. It's 3:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
All right, we'll play a few more songs and then we'll call it a night, because songs is a good way to end the stream. Let's see here. All right, Tommy's favorite.
It's been many a Saturday. The good days are away. No more tears. Give all your fears to the cedar tree. Climbing to the sky. Does the rain clean the day? No more suffering. What to be gained? Planes and trains won't go fast. Leading up in the past. Many Saturdays, good days are on the way. No more tears. Give all your fears to the cedar tree.
Salute.
Climbing to the sky, climbing to the sky. It's been many a Saturday. The good old days are on the way. No more tears. Give all your fears to the cedar tree. Climbing to the sky. Does the rain clean the pain? No more suffering. What's to be gained? Planes and trains won't go fast, leaving the past behind.
All right, real quick, why don't you guys start with you, Tommy? Tell them what you're up to. Tell them what you got going next. Like maybe a video from what you were doing lately, cleaning stuff up and all that. Latest gadgets and gadgets that you may have found.
Nibble.
And nibble.
Ow, my toes.
The last thing I did was oh god, I can't even think. I'm so damn worn out. I did a Masters of the Universe toy review, comparing the new retro releases to one of the old figures, just to see how how well they actually made it and how close they came to the originals. But other than that, I got a few, and at least one more video coming up about some of the other stuff that I found in the house. And yeah, not a whole lot else right now because I can't think.
All right. I found your latest video, the Guinea Pig Collective and the Master of the Universe. All right. That's an interesting voice. Yeah.
I know I've seen some of your guinea pigs at work in World of Warcraft because I picked up some tasty toes.
Check out Tommy's video. Here's the link. That's his new video right there. He was just talking about. And were you done, Tommy?
Yeah.
All right, Angelus, you're up next.
All right. I do gaming over on my channel. And we also have a gaming lounge channel that I'm a part of as well. Within the next couple of weeks, I'll be getting a new computer, so my content is going to have a little bit better production value over there. So stay tuned.
Hey, have you been, you got a chat in the chat? I want to see if you're modded.
I think I am modded.
Well, you get a chance, throw a link to your latest video in the chat so they can get a look at it.
Okay. All right, let me pull it up.
Because, yeah. And you throw that in there, Wes?
Yeah. What?
What, where, when, how?
What am I throwing there? What's going on? Oh, yeah. You can find me on minds.com and youtube.com/WesWittyWebcast. And see ya.
All right. We'll play 2 more songs and then we will just say goodbye and fade out. How about that?
All right.
All right.
Sounds good.
All right. Cartoon and Cartoon Land. And believe it or not, this is the last 2 newest songs, actually.
Many walks in life was taught right from wrong. Maybe put in a song, anything goes in this world. I say nothing, but I sing it. Put them in a song. I can sing it all day long. I just put them in a song. A long tale filled with hell. What's right from wrong? Gotta get it out. Shout it from the mountain tops. No, you won't silence me.
Yeah.
Sticks and stones. Go kick bricks, not shadow boxing me. Don't be shocked when all you could do was
Fill a balloon.
Never noticed it was just a cartoon in cartoon land. I'm kicking the can down the road, down its road. Sing it sweet, sun never looked so good on you. Many walks in life was taught right from wrong. Maybe put them in a song. Anything goes in this world. I say nothing, but I sing it. I just put them in a song. I can sing it all day long. I just put them in a song. A long tale filled with hell. Gotta get it out, gotta get it right from what's right from wrong. Shout it from the mountain tops. No, you won't silence me. Sticks and stones. Go kick bricks, not shadow boxing me. Don't shots when all the air, all you could do was fill up a balloon. Never noticed it was just cartoon in cartoon land. I'm kicking the can down the road, singing sweet. The sun never looked so good on you. Many walks in life was taught right from wrong. Maybe put it in a song. Anything goes in this world. I say nothing, but I sing it. I just put them in a song.